Chuck will figure it out.
Okay, I'll be back, guys.
We'll be here.
I just had to get something to drink and grab my dice. Two important things.
That's okay. Rochelle's restarting her Skype so she can try to see Rafa, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So you've got time for that smoke.
Sounds good.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Hey, so seriously though, Rafa, if he comes back up while I'm outside smoking, just go ahead and start with the announcements, and then I'll be right back.
Cool. All right, I'll try to drag it out. He just took off his headphones.
Yeah, it's okay. George isn't there, so he's not going to be gone for like 30 minutes. And he's not with Chuck in person, so it also won't be 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's just with Chuck in spirit.
We're live, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait, are we on stream?
Live. Yeah, we're
on
live.
screen. We're live.
You didn't say anything. Okay, well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Fortune... Wait, no, that's the wrong show. Welcome to R4D.
Recipes for disaster.
Welcome to Council of 10.
So, yeah, welcome to... I don't know what episode this is. Where are we at?
43.
43. So before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors. First and foremost, I want to thank Endearing Films. Thank you for everything you guys have done. Chuck, thank you for, even during the quarantine where we're doing everything through Skype, he is definitely helping us go and get this stuff set up. Secondly, I want to thank Four Eyes Ales, which I have their shirt on right now. Once the quarantine's done, they're going to be sending us some brews, and we'll be able to drink some again up on R4D, which is the show you're watching now, onto Fortune Favors Aboard, which is every Thursday at 8:30 if you want to watch us. Right now we're playing video games, but once the quarantine's done, we're going to get back into playing board games. And then after that, we also have our Monday night show, Council of 10, which is a more fantasy-based in, I believe it's called Senecus. Is that correct, John?
That is correct. It is set in Senecus. And thanks for taking over that. I had a minor accident where my soda decided to douse my laptop.
No problem.
Take it to the bathroom.
Tell us a little bit about Council of 10.
Where to start? So Council of 10 is got an elite crew of very individual, interesting people, where they basically are tackling a big problem. So you have a Minotaur Knight, you have a human con artist / magician with something that he talks to that he doesn't reveal. Have half dwarf, half nymph. You have a half felinoid, which is a cat person, half elf. And you have another human with glowing eyes, and of course, then there's Chuck's character, the orc inventor. So just by the cast alone, you can tell that it's quite an epic and interesting group.
And then also, I want to thank one person who is actually on the show, which we usually don't. And you have done so much for us. Thank you so much, Dragon Gem. And we're so happy to have you on the stream today. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. But, yeah.
Yeah, I always mute my mic, so, it's a thing.
There you go. All right, well, thank you, and thank your husband so much for everything you guys have done for us. Thank you for the games on R4D. Thank you for just helping us so much when we got started. Like I said, I really enjoy watching your streams. I think just the way that you have everything set up is really cool. So I'm stoked to have you on this one.
Me as well. So, that being said, I think the announcements are done, so we can get started. Last week, the group themselves had finally decided and discovered that, let me start over. The group discovered that the virus, that it was a virus that Belial was seeding the waters with, and that they were using arsenic in order to get it into people's systems easier as sort of a cutting agent. After a discussion, you guys decided that you were going to try to infiltrate into it. Into the Belial headquarters using the piece of technology you guys got from Whiplash's belt. And Justice was able to make that a possibility, getting the coordinates from that. The group decided that you were going to be covert enough with the entire team that you guys currently have as the Rooks, though you're not calling yourselves the Rooks at this time because you are in the past. And you were going to take Obscurity and Fenrir with you into the Belial base. And that's where we left at the end of the last episode, as you guys were all getting ready to go. So,
All right.
we're going to start this week with you guys going. One question is, where are you guys going to be taking off from? Are you guys, going to a transporter room, or are you asking? I mean, you guys didn't really establish that part or ask about that part.
I just figured they were going to help us get there. We're making all these plans for them.
Okay, perfect. So Fenrir looks at you guys and goes, "So, whenever you're ready, let me know, and I'll take you to our transport room."
You all have a transporter room.
We have a lot of rooms in this base, so yes, transport room is just one of the many behind many of the doors.
So let me get this straight. You have a transporter room. Do you have a holodeck? Wait a minute. The entire place is a holodeck. What am I saying?
Yeah, you might say that Justice has been very inspired by fiction and television.
I see. And the esteemed work of Gene Roddenberry.
Yes. He
much.
is probably one of Justice's reading requirements. And I say probably because he hasn't forced a book on me yet, but I think he's afraid that I'll drink him if he does.
Of course. And, well, I guess at least you're not color-coded.
True. If he forces
so-
that on us, I will get very angry because I know I'd be a red shirt.
All right. Well, hey, I guess let's have any preparations to do. Like, we'll just proceed.
Okay, great. So follow me then. And she starts walking out of the room.
I follow.
As do I.
Okay, great. So you guys all follow her to the...
I also follow, but blindly and at a distance.
Of course. So you guys all follow her to the transport room. Upon getting there, you see Obscurity waiting for you. And you guys walk in a slight fog, literally. You would see Hermes standing there. Okay, if you guys are ready, I'll send you guys over.
Sure are. Just to double check, John, I do have the new gadgetry installed in the helmet, right? The one to be able to identify the what was it, arsenic, right?
Yes, you do have the algorithm built in with some sensors built into your helmet, so you can identify arsenic.
And there is also a means to for someone to see what I'm doing in regards to having Fenrir? No, Fenrir's the girl, right?
Yeah, Fenrir's the girl with you.
The tech guy then. To help us out if he needed us, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Timothy.
Okay.
Timothy Raines, not to be
That's right,
confused,
okay.
just Timothy Woolworth, the butler. Yeah.
That's where I got confused then, because I wrote down Timothy Raines, but I forgot that it was
Yep.
the butler.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, ready or not, here we go.
Okay, after a few moments of disorientation, the fog seems to get a little thicker as the teleportation starts. You guys feel a weird tingling sensation deep in the pit of your stomach, and it seems to expand outward and cover everything. The sensation goes from the tip of your toes to the top of your head, and then you guys the sensation fades in the opposite order it came in. So it starts from tip of the head, tip of the toes, and goes back down to the pit of your stomach, and you guys are standing in a very fog-filled room. And it's a kind of tight quarters.
What can I see?
Nothing. You see nothing, Trevor.
Well, hey,
So it's a room that's filled with fog we landed in, huh?
Yep.
well, remember who
correct.
we got the coordinates from? They were specifically to teleport into her room.
Yes.
So,
Obscurity says, "Oh, sorry about that," and she
Yeah, I was about to ask.
lowers
if
the fog.
one making the fog.
She goes, "I'm sorry about that," and literally the fog just vanishes into nothing, and she's standing there, and you guys are in a room. It is fairly small. It's only about like 12 feet wide by 7 feet long. And there's got a bed and a desk, some bookshelves. You guys, even though you weren't standing relatively close to each other when you were in the transport room, you guys are pretty much now shoulder to shoulder in the room.
well, what's on the bookshelves?
The bookshelves seem to be filled with a mixture of comic books and fashion magazines. There is no real good literature.
Are you kidding me? Comic books and fashion magazines? That's like heaven.
Yeah, that's the only literature one needs.
I didn't know. I didn't picture you as a fashion person.
And the thing I think she would miss, that she would want retrieved.
It's a shame then that we got her arrested.
No, she tried
not-
stuff.
Not that you can see, Quasi. You don't see anything that stands out like a journal or anything like that.
All right. Journal, nothing. I was talking about the comic books.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry about that. Although there are some that look to be well read. Obviously not ones she was trying to take care of. The bulk of them are actually in protectors and bags. So you'd be looking at about 200-300 comic books in protectors and bags that you'd have to sift through to figure out if she wanted any of those.
Oh my, she's a collector.
It is good to know that she protects her comic books.
If I were to run a hand across any of the protective coverings, would that give me more of an idea?
Of what was in them?
Yeah.
No. I mean, you could roll really high and maybe.
Is there any like window in the room by chance?
No, there is a door, but there's no window.
No, I mean like is there like a window on the door by chance too? Like something to see out or see in?
No, it's a solid door, and it does look to be a solid metal door. With the 14, Trevor, you can tell that it's like 3 or 4 that she's pulled off the shelf more often than the others. But you wouldn't be able to tell what's in the bags.
These bags get manhandled a lot, and I'll set those 4 aside.
Okay.
Also,
I do think that we have some more important matters to take care of than comic books.
true. But what I was going to ask is, did any of us think to maybe ask about getting her back from the FBI to help us in this?
Well, it's a little late now.
It's too late.
Glad I could be of help.
Fenrir goes, so are we ready then? If so,
Yeah.
we probably want to be a little bit quieter.
Mm.
Talk in hushed tones.
Luckily, this is a solid
no.
metal door. It's hard for sound to get through, I think.
Hold on a second. I got an idea. Mongoose, why don't you use your elf ears to listen at the door and see if anybody's walking around? Oh, wait a minute. You're not an elf.
Well, I
Sorry.
don't have elf ears.
You don't?
No, he's just blind.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
But second of all-
uh,
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay.
Coast is clear.
Pretty much.
Alright,
I'm gonna put my ear to the door, my bad ear to the door, and try as well.
Okay, roll.
9.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything through the door.
alright, so let's see. She mentioned some sort of electronics to open the door.
Yeah, you see a push button like it looks like some sort of scanner off to the left-hand side, but you can tell that it's not. It doesn't scan fingerprints or anything. It just detects something being depressed on it.
Right. So she gave us that.
Yes.
So do the thing.
Okay, so you put it on it, and the door slides open. I need everyone to roll perception rolls at this point, including you too, Rochelle.
I rolled a 19.
Rolled a 13.
13 as well.
9.
And what did you roll, Quasi? I didn't hear you. Quasi, what did you roll?
I need to AFK for a second.
I think you
Okay.
rolled an 18 though.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. So all of you guys, as the door opens, the people in the room, you see a dark hallway, and you see someone walking right past it as the door opens. The person walking past is sort of hunched over and furry all over. As the light spills across, you can tell that the fur is golden in hue. She glances at you, and the light reflects in her golden eyes, and you see fangs and claws. Well, not claws. You see sharp teeth looking, a cat-like snout, jeans, t-shirt, meanwhile, Rochelle, you see a door open. Probably see a group of people in there that you don't recognize, and they look like they're about to pounce out of the room at you.
And at this point, I have my brother carrying him, or no?
No, at this point, no, you do not have your brother as of yet. You know where he is. You're just about to go down to it. He's at the end of the hallway, in a room.
Okay. Do they look like other people that I've seen so far in this facility?
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready Thumper.
Okay.
Do I?
Or sorry, I'm gonna ready Red. Not
With my 9, would I have any actual perception of this feline person who is apparently walking past?
You'd hear the heartbeat, and the semi-heavier footfalls than you're used to hearing when people are walking.
Fantastic. I will slam myself and whoever else is immediately next to me into what I think is a hiding position so we're not discovered.
Okay. Wow. We didn't talk about what
I don't know
you
what the
guys
layout
were in.
of the room is either.
So-
I just know Jonah
you're
is
just-
next to
you're just
me,
throwing us
some
into a
people
corner.
open to the door.
well, he's just throwing one person somewhere.
Okay,
With-
so I'm going to assume that you're like right beside Preacher. So you like grab him and throw you and him against the door, which of course, Rochelle, you'd see this happen. Everyone else is sort of like looking kind of confused. And then everyone's covered in a thick fog.
Because I'm sure I can still yell, I just go, Dustin!
I think they already saw us. You don't need to have the obscure fog obscuring us. Obscurity.
If you talk, they'll hear us.
That's why I'm
Damn it.
whispering. That's why I'm talking really quietly.
Hey, John.
What?
How's
She
it
just
gonna-
keeps heading down the hallway. She doesn't know what. Yeah, she's just gonna keep going.
John,
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
these people are crazy.
sense motion.
I'm sorry, you're gonna what?
Sense motion.
Okay, roll.
That's a 14.
Okay. So the first emotion you pick up is anticipation, dread, anger, and a lot of anger, and hope. There's a very sliver of hope, and then disgust as the cat person sort of skulks past you guys in the fog.
I'm going to be swinging the red in the direction that the cat person was, both in anticipation of an attack, but also in a little bit of fear towards the fog. Used to it at this point, but it's still
Okay.
still a little bit creepy.
I'd like
Hey,
to.
Rochelle,
Huh?
I need you to roll. Just make a roll for me.
Okay.
And sorry, what was that, Rafa?
I'd like to run towards where the cat person was.
Okay.
Should
11.
Rafa roll then too?
Okay, so your ESP goes off, the tingling down the back of your neck as you sense that something is coming your way, or some things, as you rapidly move out of the way as they as you hear someone run into the wall behind where you just were, and then you also hear a thump as whoever it was that ran there gets hit by something, which you're guessing is the bat you saw the guy brandishing.
I say, listen, I don't know what you guys are up to, but I'm here to rescue my brother, and you're not going to get in my way. So stay out of my way.
Am I conscious to hear that?
Yes, yeah. He didn't hit you hard. It was more of a love tap on the shoulder.
I think I got him, guys.
Well, pardon me, miss. We're doing kind of a rescue mission ourselves. Who's your brother?
His name is Sam, and the freaks in this facility have been torturing him, so I'm getting him out of here. Who are you here to rescue?
Oh,
That
well,
guy, and I point to Shard. Wait, is Shard with us?
Yes,
Well,
he's in
Shard is he? I thought we
Yeah.
left him behind.
actually here to sabotage their plan to poison the world. So, it occurs to me, we might be able to help each other. We'll help you rescue your Sam, and in return, could you help us save the world?
Yes.
Please? I'll be your
Yes. I will help you guys. But you need to learn how to be quieter.
This is the easiest way we've ever recruited somebody.
Wait, we're not being quiet? I thought we were being pretty quiet.
Fenrir just goes.
Who is
And
still in
how
the
do
room?
how do we know that she's not part of Belial?
Do I look like I'm
hold on
wearing
a
their
friend.
uniform?
Guys,
Do I
I
look
didn't
You have
realize-
to tell if we ask if you're part of Belial, you have to tell us. It's the law.
no. Alright, when Van Halen broke up in the 80s, did you side with Ed Van Halen or David Lee Roth?
Van Halen?
Alright, John, I'm gonna sense her emotional state, or does that
Okay.
still a...
Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna
Alright,
nod in
well-
approval towards that comment.
Okay, yeah, she it does not. She none of her emotions shift as if she was being, lying about that choice. There is a little bit more perturbedness in her emotions than there was a few minutes ago.
But there's no murderous intent or deceit or betrayal.
No, you pick up no deceit, betrayal. Murder's intent is slowly starting to creep in, though.
Oh, well, that's pretty typical. We inspire a lot of that. So, guys, she's with us.
Is
All
the
right,
fog
well.
still up, by the way?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, the fog is still up.
All right. Well, I think probably the most weird thing about all this, rather than us being loud, is the fog. So you might want to lower it now, if we think that she's okay.
Oh yeah, good point. And the fog sort of starts getting wispy. It's still there, but it's now more of like a thin, smoky layer.
All right, so young miss, is your brother another cat person?
Yes.
All right.
Hold on, Trevor asked a question and I didn't hear it real quick. What was that, Trevor?
Oh, I said, does the fog make it harder for me to hear?
Yeah, so it did dampen the sound, and now it doesn't dampen the sound as much now.
Great. Who's still in the room with me?
In the room with you is Fenrir, because she hasn't moved at all. Preacher hadn't stepped outside yet, and Obscurity. Everyone else, I think, oh, and Shard, who's hanging in the very back.
Okay.
So where are you guys trying to get to? And follow me. We need to go get my brother.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
Oh, do you know where your brother is?
I know exactly where he is. That's why I'm
All
going
right,
to
do
go
the
get
rescue
him.
first, then we save the world. Sounds like a plan. He's got a detective that needs to take us to wherever they're storing the poison.
Shard would actually go, is he being held in the same room as most of their other prisoners, or is it a special room?
I don't know, John. Is he being held in the room with his...
Yes. He's being held, as far as you can tell, he's being held with other prisoners. You don't know any more specifics.
Okay. He's being held with other prisoners.
Okay, I'll stay back when you guys go into the room then.
So you're just gonna stay here or go with us and then just not go in the room?
Because I might be in the room and I don't want to be in the room when you guys go in the room.
Right, but are you
Have to be in
staying
the same place
here
at the same
or are
time
you going?
because pass out.
Are you here to kill your evil clone?
No.
Oh. Okay.
We're trying to actually avoid that from happening, actually.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Why don't I just stay in this room? And if you guys need me, I'll come find you.
So I should not kill you.
No.
I would prefer it if you didn't.
Okay. Knock you unconscious?
Yeah, feel free.
Okay.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Well,
can we help
I mean, it might have to happen. Just saying.
Oh,
You might have to
It
be
can't
knocked
happen. I
unconscious.
thought I talked about this a couple hours ago.
What?
It can't happen.
No, you were saying it should happen.
She
my name's Paladin.
leaves. I'm Scratch. Now hurry up. And she
Alright.
starts going down the hallway.
All right, I'll follow that.
I follow in a hurried manner.
I follow as well while I was saying, do you think that's her first name? Her real name?
I don't know.
And exactly the same way your real name is Shadow Fox.
I mean, do you think my real name is Sandbag?
It's not?
What? Do I need to tap you again? And I raise my red in the air a little bit.
Be quiet.
Okay, so Trevor, do you head out of the room too?
Yeah, I'd follow with everybody else.
Okay. So Shard's the only one that stays back. He stays in Whiplash's room. The rest of you guys head out as a merry band down the hallway. Scratch, the first one. It is closed. You didn't have a way through it because, being Scratch, you figured you'd come up with a way to get through it once you got to it.
Okay, so you cut out for me. So I got to the door and it's closed.
It's closed, and being Scratch, you figured you'd find a way through the door once you got there. You don't really have a card key or anything like that as of yet to get.
Is
through
there
the
like
door.
a pad?
Yes, you do see a sensor
You
pad.
got a card
Okay,
key.
so I just take my claws and go through it.
Wait.
Wait.
Don't do that.
You can't see them, so you don't know what I'm doing.
So
Oh.
you guys see her lift her hand up and just sort of like paw at the sensor. Go ahead and roll, Rochelle.
Oh, 11.
Okay. You see her paw at the sensor, and as she does, you see some smoke start coming up out of it.
And they hear some stuff.
Yeah, and you guys would hear. Describe what it sounds like.
It sounds like nails on a chalkboard. That's exactly what it sounds like. Jeez.
I thought we were supposed to not be making noise.
And high or low, Rochelle?
Hi.
Yeah, and the door pops open, amazingly enough.
That's one way to do things.
You would see, so the room beyond it is quite large. It's pitch black. Those that have night vision can tell that there is about 10 or 15 people all strapped to beds with different IV things going in there. Anyone that cannot see in the dark sees a big empty, or a big black room. A big
Does
black...
Does the helmets have night vision?
Higher
Automatic
low?
night vision, I guess. Hi.
No.
Okay, didn't think so.
Do I see my brother?
Roll a perception roll.
16.
You see a lot of people, but your brother is not. You don't see anyone that fits that description. Well, there are a couple of people that do look like felinoids. They don't appear to be like him.
I teleport to one of the felinoids.
Okay, so you guys see her suddenly vanish from in front of you. Who can see in the dark
I
or
can.
sense through the dark?
Wait, I have my glasses. I can.
Okay, so Rafa, you'd see her appear at the other side. Trevor, you would hear her heartbeat vanish from in front of you. Roll a perception roll.
I had a 15.
Okay,
With
you'd
the door
hear it. You'd hear it reappear farther into the room. What did you roll for perception, Rochelle?
12.
Okay.
Oh, no, just now 16.
yeah.
Sorry, 16. 12 was for
Okay.
open.
Okay, you're looking through, and you don't see. I mean, the felinoids that are there, none of them have the elongated features that a saber-toothed tiger would have. All of them seem to be. A couple of them look more like house cat people, and those are actually children. The other felinoid that is there has an interesting rainbow tiger stripe pattern.
That's the one I would have approached.
Okay. That is a female.
Is she conscious?
She is unconscious and has all of them appear to be unconscious. They all have tubes sticking in them. Her tubes, she's got like 4 different tubes, each with a different color of liquid dripping in.
John, I'm going
Rafa, you
to.
would see all of these as well.
John, I'm gonna
Wow.
try to find a light, as well as whisper into the darkness, Patrick. Patrick. Should I roll to find a light? Do you give me a higher low?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a higher low.
Okay. Hi.
So you go in and just start feeling, I'm guessing, along the wall?
Yeah, just kind of like over by the entrance.
Okay. I need you to make an agility roll. So, Rafa, you would see Sandbag go in, off to the left, fumbling around, feeling for a light switch. Preacher, you'd see him vanish from your field of sight. Trevor, you hear him going in, start patting. You hear him patting on the walls. What did you roll for agility check, real quick?
10.
Okay, and then you hear him bump into something, and it sort of slides and clatters a little bit.
I turned to see what it was.
Looks like he bumped into literally a mop and a mop bucket.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not Patrick.
Are you sure it felt like Patrick?
No, I'm pretty sure that's not Patrick.
I'll reach down to see if it is actually Patrick or not.
You feel down. You put your fingers in the mop liquid, and you realize quickly that that's not Patrick.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not Patrick.
I scan, since I could see, I scan around to see if I recognize Patrick anywhere.
Higher or low?
Low.
Yes, you actually see Patrick. He is in a bed behind where you see Scratch standing. Or by bed, I mean more like these are like gurneys, like you'd see people in hospitals, and all of the people in them are strapped to them.
Guys, I found him. I'm going to go get him real quick. And I made my way towards Patrick.
I tried to prevent him from doing that.
We need to leave him alone.
Okay.
But who has him escape? We do. I told you this happened already.
Trevor, roll
Yeah.
to stop him from moving forward.
18.
Okay, yeah. So as you're moving forward, Rafa, you feel a hand grab you in the, along your collar, and sort of like yank you backward a little bit.
What is it exactly you're planning on doing?
Bringing him with us?
How do you suppose we're going to do that without him interacting with himself?
It's already happened.
No, it hasn't yet.
No, it hasn't.
He doesn't escape for quite a while.
Well, how do you know?
Because he escaped and then he found us.
I mean, there could be time in between.
From what he's described, there wasn't much.
All right, fine.
Well, we could still punch him for good measure.
How would that help?
Yeah, it helps. It helps me.
I punch Jonas for good measure.
Okay, rolled a hit.
14.
Pat. Okay, so meanwhile, Rochelle, you're standing above this felinoid, this rainbow felinoid.
Do I know
Um,
what species she is? Since I hang out with some people.
Based on the striping, you'd guess tiger stripe. Tiger. So what type of tiger, you're not sure. She's definitely not saber-toothed tiger.
Right,
or at least,
but I haven't met anyone with her coloring before. Like in the plains or anything.
No, this is
Okay.
and you're getting a feeling that her coloring is based off of the liquids that they're pumping into her.
Okay, so using my veterinary medicine, if I pull these out, am I going to do more damage than not?
Make a check.
10.
No. From what you could tell, if you pull them out, depending on if any of these are narcotic in nature, the worst thing that'll happen is she'd have withdrawals eventually, but it's not going to kill her to stop them from injecting her.
I go ahead and pull them out gently.
Okay. So those of you that can see in the dark would see her start removing needles from the person. Obscurity leans into Preacher. So can you see in there?
Not a thing.
Would you like me to make it easier for us to see in there?
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any sound of fighting, so I think it's safe.
Okay. She would reach out. She'd put a hand on Preacher's shoulder and a hand on Femmir's shoulder, and then stop and then say, "Oh, sorry." And Femmir just, "Don't touch me. I forgot." Ow. Yeah, I guess it's just you and me. Everyone else is in the room. And then she sends a fog in. And what you can see, Kwesi, is it looks like anywhere the fog touches, you get like a white outline to where you're eventually seeing everything in the room as white against a black background.
And how far does this fog extend into the room?
She actually fills the room, and the room is quite large. It'd be like a standard hospital emergency room waiting room.
Oh, okay.
There's 16 beds total, from what you can tell. In some are in some side rooms. You would see where Jonah is in the room. You would see Sandbag, of course, obvious, or Jack and Shadowfox standing there. You would see where Scratch is as well, and what she's doing.
All right. So I'll walk over to Scratch. Is this your brother? Oh, wait a minute.
Is this your bro? Oh.
No, but I'm hoping she can point me in the right direction.
Are there rooms off of this big emergency-sized room?
There are. There's about 5 or 6 separate rooms. Most of them, a couple of them have some people in them, but there is one off to the right that is empty.
Well, go peek inside. Oh, do they have charts on them on the outside.
Yeah, you don't see charts anywhere. You can make out the outline of computer equipment, but you can't tell what's on the screens. Without moving, you can tell what's in that room. You're getting this weird visual in front of you laid out.
Mm-hmm.
And in that room, as you glance over towards it, there's a desk. There is some sort of paperwork on the table and 2 chairs. But that's it. And the room's a good-sized room. Looks like it's a room that they wheel people into, run some tests, and then wheel them back out.
I see. Well, maybe, the computer. I'll grab the mouse and wiggle it around, see if the screen lights up.
Okay, so you go walking into the room then? Because like
Yeah.
I said, you can see this before going in because of how Obscurity is showing you everything. So you and Obscurity go walking into the room. Rochelle, you would notice that there is a slight fog, but it's minimal. You see Preacher just go walking off, and he's, the lady with the black or with a gray hood and cloak has got her hand on his shoulder as they sort of both go walking off into a side room. What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna head to Patrick.
Okay.
I'm going to be admiring the mop.
Okay. So Rafa, you head over to Patrick.
Do I see that he's tied down at all?
Yeah. You see that he's got straps across his chest. There's some needles sticking out of his arm. There looks to be some sort of a weird liquid being pumped into him in 3 different spots.
I'll be right back, by the way.
I cut his straps and then I walk away.
Okay. Not going to make you roll for that. It's
Okay.
not hard to do. Trevor, what does Jack do?
Hey, in this way.
Yes.
You can see like the dreaming people and stuff like that, right?
Oh,
Is there
do you want to
anybody-
see them?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
now might be a useful time.
yeah, I think this would be enlightening for you. The room fills with screams of pain and death. You see people just literally appearing in front of you, begging for mercy. No more, no more. You see, they're not all whole. It looks like some of them are missing, like chunks of their body are just gone. It's not like they were ripped out. They just don't look like they existed. There's a Patrick himself is like what you see in that area. You see just little pieces of crystal trying to come together, and you hear him screaming repeatedly, "Not again! No, not again!" The person that Scratch is in front of, and you can see Scratch not because she's dreaming, but because you see the light reflecting off of someone that isn't there, and you see Scratch's outline and her face and the felinoid face, and you see this rainbow pattern literally just cascading off this woman, and it looks like she's tied down, like she's trying to move her arms, but you don't see anything holding her arms, but it looks like she's trying to move her arms, and her hair is literally attacking her own face. It's like going across and leaving welts and blood trails. And this scene is sort of repeated. You see 2 children that seem to be being ripped apart by dogs and lupinoids. It's horrific. Like one of the kids is like holding his entrails in as the other child is like, "No, leave my brother alone." And it's just this mass mayhem of torture and terror just sort of fills your brain. Roll 2d10 to make a will roll. while you have seen quite a bit in your life, this is new and unique. It looks like each of these people is being tortured in their own sort of hell. You get the deep down in you get the urge to do something about it, but that's about it. Yeah, it is horrific. You're not paralyzed in fear, but you're not.
If I look outside
It doesn't
of the
sit
room,
right with you.
if I look outside of the room, do I see anything else?
So as you turn your head outside the room, and so it goes, "Oh, I thought you wanted to see the beauty that was in front of you. What are you looking for?"
Looking for our missing person. Whoever that person's brother is. Sam. And if he's not in that room, then might be someplace else. Are those people all asleep in there, or is that just their waking nightmares?
Oh, they are awake and asleep right now. It's kind of fun. You could do whatever you wanted to them at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in there and I will kill both of those lupinoids.
Okay, roll.
Nine.
Okay, you go in there and you literally just, I mean, they're not near each other, but you're able to somehow, you swing your fist at one and just drive it right through its skull, and then you do a spinning kick and you somehow traverse the distance of like over 15 feet and land and just break the other one's neck. And she goes, "Bravo, good job." Meanwhile, everyone else in the room hears the two kids scream as they sit straight up. The two Felinoid kids, even though they were being held down, their bonds literally snap as they sit straight up and scream.
Okay, I'm getting the sense that was not a good decision to make, despite your
And you hear, by the way, Trevor, you do hear the screams as well, but the kids aren't screaming that you see. It's weird.
Hold on, so we can hear the screaming?
Yes, you guys hear the kids just suddenly start screaming. Those of you that can see in the dark see the kids sit up. All of you would hear their bonds just shred off.
I teleport over to them.
Okay, now they are separate. They're like about
okay.
15 feet apart. So there was a boy and a girl.
Whichever looks youngest.
Okay, the boy looked youngest, so you teleport over to him?
Yep.
Okay, you would see that he's also like the lady that you were pulling the tubes out of. He also has two going into him. You can also tell that there are suture marks that look like they've healed all over his body.
I pull out the tubing.
Okay. He's sitting up there. You're pulling out the tubing. He's just screaming. He's just rocking back and forth. Just ah! His eyes are open, not blinking, but they're vacant.
John, do I hear this from the other room?
Yeah. Yeah, you hear that from the other room.
Oh, well. Yeah. I guess we just better check up on what they've done.
Okay. So you move the mouse. You can't tell if the screen turns on at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard the scream, so you get up to walk out. As you do, you guys all hear the kid ask, "Who are you?" Trevor, the kid looks up at you and asks, "Who are you?" As he's holding his entrails in.
real kid or dream kid?
Dream kid, you see him look up at you and ask, "Who are you?" as he's holding his entrails in.
Somebody who was trying to help, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it right.
Do any of you guys respond when the kid says, "Who are you?"
I run away.
I can't see what's going on, so I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna respond by trying to command his cat to sleep.
Ooh, roll.
15.
So as you do that, he his eyes actually close and he falls backwards. I need you to roll a perception roll.
15.
You would see that there's blood soaking through a bandage that was going across his stomach at this point.
I would say,
As
can
he
any of
lays
you
back.
heal?
One of us can heal. I say from across the room, one of us could heal. Let me go get him. So I go towards Preacher.
Okay. So, Preacher, you're walking into the room. You would hear her say that. You'd see Shadow Fox moving towards you at a fairly quick pace.
We need you to heal, dude. They're screaming.
Yeah, I kind of heard.
Here, I grab him by the shoulder and I lead.
Let go of me.
Oh, well, you can't see in here, so okay, fine, figure it out.
So, John, I am still over by the front door, or the entrance that we came in, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to make sure that we actually closed the door. Is it closed?
No, it's not closed.
I'm gonna close the door, or at least try to.
Roll.
The gang gets locked inside the prisoner facility.
7.
Yeah, you can't figure out how to close it. It did one of those swoosh open things,
Okay.
and it sort of tucked itself into the wall.
If we're gonna keep waking people up, we might want to close this door. Just saying.
John, I make my way to the kid.
Yep.
So, what's his condition?
From what you can tell, he's unconscious. You see his straps dangling down beside him. You can tell he's got a bandage across his stomach. The vision that you're getting is not that detailed. The best way to think of it is you see the outlines of the people, and everything inside that outline is white.
As he approaches us, I say, he's bleeding out.
Mm-hmm. Well, lean close to his head and say, "Kid, you're on a bad spot. For this evening, I'm going to let you rest for a minute. Please accept the Lord's peace."
Shit.
We're thinking the same thing.
Oh,
He straightens the kid's teeth.
John, 4-1.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to cut to Trevor, and then I'll explain to you guys what you guys see. So Trevor, he looks up at you, and you know, you said that, and he's like, "Oh, thank you." And his hands drop, and he just sort of starts falling backwards as you see him start to fade. You see his intestines start falling out, and then they stop, and then go back in. And then he gets a little bit solider for a few moments, and then he fades.
Even though he's now asleep.
Yep. And then so he goes, "Oh, darn. We lost him."
Now, when you say we lost him, do you just mean that he's no longer dreaming?
Oh, no. He's deep in his subconscious now. We deal with the surface dreams.
Okay, but he's not dead.
Oh, no. I don't think so. In fact,
One more time?
well, he'd probably be waking up right now, but they told him to go to sleep, so he's staying asleep.
Okay. Looking around the rest of the bedlam.
Okay, hold on. I got to get back to them, and then I'll jump back to you again. So you guys see the scars on his body even start to heal. The blood, you can tell, stops. A look of peace goes over his face. It looks like his eyes are about to open for just a moment, and then it's like you remember he's supposed to be sleeping, so he just stays asleep.
And I say thank you, and then I teleport to the girl.
Okay. Who is still, by the way, screaming blood
Right.
murder. Roll a perception roll when you get there. Trevor, you're looking across the bedlam. The girl is she's in a bad place. She's like dropped down to her hands and her knees. There's blood just pooling underneath her from everywhere, from what you can tell. She's looking to where her brother just vanished from, and is in tears as she looks over at that spot.
Okay. I'll go over to her. I'll say, hey, you're okay. You're safe now. Your brother is okay.
She speaks to you in some language you don't recognize. It sounds Russian, but it could be
Cat.
something else. But yeah, she just.
And Sway, can you translate?
High or low?
Hi. You said I could do whatever
Depends
I wanted, and I assume that means I can also talk.
Yes, I can translate, but I mean, the more you do, the closer we get.
Yeah. In time, you'll have all of me.
And she twirls her fingers in your hair, and you suddenly can understand her language. Where's my brother? What happened to my brother?
He's okay. He's resting.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the room, you guys hear, "Where's my brother? What happened to my brother?" As you appear there, what did you roll for your perception roll, Rochelle?
12.
12? Okay. It looks like she's been attacked by dogs. That's the way to put it. She has canine-like bite marks all over her body. She has gaping wounds where they'd actually ripped the flesh open.
And I say, healer, do you have another one in you?
I do.
And then I tell her
You're
to...
finding your brother, though. John, again, I lean in close to her head.
Okay. Just to let you guys know, only Scratch understood her. Everyone else hears her speak gibberish.
Hey, you know what? They're speaking in tongues. Who am I to question the workings of the Lord?
Okay. Trevor, when you said the thing, go ahead and roll for your healing, Quasi. Trevor, when you said that, she's like, "Where is he?"
He's
And
asleep.
you guys, Rochelle, you can hear everything she says.
Okay, and I'm going to command her to sleep as well.
Okay, roll. Okay, he's
16.
asleep. That's not good. That's when they do the surgeries.
No. There's nobody here to do surgery right now. We're just helping out as best we can.
Oh, good. And then she closes her eyes and starts to fade. What did you roll, Rochelle, on your command?
12. Apparently
Okay,
12
and-
is my number tonight.
And Quasi, you rolled a 16. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. You do see the wounds closing on her. There is going to be some scarring, but it's not going to be as bad as it would have been. And then she falls into a pleasant slumber.
So at this point, all the screaming and all the talking stops, correct?
Yep.
From my end. Yeah.
All the screaming and correct. At
gonna
this
just-
point, all the screaming and talking just ends.
I'm gonna just poke my head out of the doorway just to see if anybody's like making their way towards us.
High or low?
Hi.
Okay. Roll a perception roll for me.
15.
So as you peek your head out, at first you're like, "Oh, good, I don't hear anybody." And then you do see some shadows pass by the hallway. The room is at the end of the hallway, so like you're looking just straight down. You don't have to look like to the left or the right because those are just walls. But you do see a shadow pass by the hallway. It's
Just one?
really quick.
One shadow?
Yeah, one shadow. It almost reminds you of watching direct current move, That's how fast it went by the hallway.
Interesting. I'm going to try to close the door again.
Okay. Make another roll.
11.
I mean, you do see the control thing on the side, and you start patting on it, but it still doesn't seem to be closing.
Guys, I think we might have company. Just saying.
I go over to the door and I also try to help close the door.
Okay, roll.
They have confidence in this door to stop anyone.
Guys,
Right?
I think the electronics closing the door or operating the door have been clawed to death.
So that's the whole thing of me saying might, because if they don't know we're here, they come down this hallway, then they'll definitely know we're here.
What did you roll, Rafa?
I rolled an 11.
Yeah, you're looking at it, and you can quickly surmise that there's no way you guys are getting that door closed.
Wait, so hold on. There's an electrical pad next to the door, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, there is.
I put my finger on it and I count down from 5.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
It might not be a good idea.
I already did it. Shut up.
But you're counting down from 5. I know what you're doing.
While this is happening,
12.
Yep.
in my universe, so Mal Gear, in that epic story of the rescue of Sam and the foiling of Belial's plot to poison the world, where do they find Sam?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll give you a higher low in just a second. Hey, Rafa, you rolled a 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sandbag, you'd see Shadowfox come up. He puts his finger on the touchpad, and he goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you see and a little blue spark erupts, and the door just slams shut in front of you, almost taking off a finger.
I just put my arms out like this.
Let's hope they don't have some sort of alarm system triggered to the electricity. I don't know how that would work, but I'm just saying, man.
I didn't think
Not
about that.
a
but
good
that
idea.
would trigger the door.
Quasi, high or low?
Ha!
Okay.
I have something as well, John.
Okay. Trevor, before we get back to Quasi and before I get to you, you suddenly briefly glimpse another lady just appear for a moment, and you can hear her recite this epic tale of you guys as you valiantly fight wave after wave of Belial guards. You were able to get to the bottom. And so Quasi, this is what she says, is from the room that they're in, they fight waves and waves of Belial guards to eventually get to the area where he's being stored, tested, or like he's wired up to targeting systems, and they're using him as a battery to drive the energy beams that they are firing at the heroes.
Well, shit.
And then Trevor, yeah.
Yeah, so, shit indeed. Answer, you got anything to cover that stuff? Thanks, I guess you're the Malgear. Is she gone already?
Yeah, you see her appear and she's gone. And then so he's like, what do you mean cover that?
Did you not hear what she said?
Oh, she's
The
always
laser
going on
beams
about
thing?
something. She's always going on about something.
Great.
You learn to tune her out.
Fantastic. We should probably not do that right this second, though. And I'm going to move over towards the door. We're going to get ready for a fight, since we might be having company. And we're going to go relentless with... oh god, everything's different now. 5 ranks into Terror. And
Okay.
4 into Nimbus.
Okay. Sounds good. So those in the room would see would see. What's he calling himself now? It's not Mongoose.
Bum Rush or Mac.
Bum Rush.
I'm
That's right.
kind of also
So you
just
see-
going back by just. It's time for Mac to come back.
Okay, so you'd see Bum Rush sort of make his way to the door and get in an interesting yet scary-looking fighting stance.
And I'm going to angle Terror out so that it is, 30 feet at rank 5 in front of, or like
Okay.
past the door.
Okay.
So anything coming up within 30 feet.
So you guys at the door would see him come up and do this. The rest of you'd see him move over there. What do you guys do?
I'm waking up the adult felinoid.
Okay. So you teleport back over there and roll to wake her up.
I'm going to command her beast to awaken. 12 again.
Okay.
I feel like the
Okay,
mighty
so-
9, but the mighty 12. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Dirty dozen.
So you look down, you go, awaken, beast. What do you say? I mean, you're commanding her, but do you say anything physical, or do you just use your psychic powers?
No, I would say awaken. It's time to escape.
Everyone in the room can roll perception roll if you want.
Even me,
Yeah. Even you.
considering the room is now pitch black for me.
Yeah.
14, by the way.
11.
11 also.
Okay. Sounds great. Femmir notices, obscurity notices. Okay. So I'm going to start with the people that can't see and go from there. You guys hear this sound. It's a deep guttural growl coming from off in the darkness somewhere behind you. And it sounds like a mixture of a lady getting angry and a tiger being released from a cage at the same time. She sits forward. Everyone else that can see. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, so two sounds I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, pretty much. She literally rocks forward. Those you can see. She just instantly goes from being laying on the thing strapped to the bonds shred off. She sits up. Scratch. You need you to make an agility roll to get out of the way. It's more like a agility roll to teleport out of the way. Real quick for me.
17.
There goes the doubles. Yeah. Okay. So you're able to teleport out as she sits up. You see her fur that was all rainbowy suddenly turn to silver, and it literally shreds everything. Like she's leaving gaping. The hair is cutting into the bed. It went right through the straps, and as she leans forward, she like lunges for you, and you like teleport out of the way. So those that you can see. You see her like land in a crouched position, and she's looking around for an attacker. And she locks eyes on Scratch as she appears across the room.
It's time to go. Take the children and leave.
She does not seem to register. It looks like she's about to pounce to attack you. Pretty sure you'd see this as well. So at this point, we should do initiatives between anyone that wants to get involved with Crazy Cat Lady. Not meaning Scratch this time.
Oh wait, it's just that's right.
1d10, add it to your base.
Okay, let's see.
46.
You didn't send me that page, but I got a 10. I think it was originally 28, so I believe I'm at a 38.
It should be your main page. It's the top right stat on your character sheet.
This is initiative.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I didn't get that. one. The one you sent me is. Yeah, the one you sent me is the dossier.
Oh, I could have swore I sent you the Excel spreadsheet as well. But I
If you
guess not.
sent me that, it didn't open my computer. Okay. I believe it was 28, though.
Yeah, we'll go with that. What did Quasi? Are you rolling inish?
I did. I rolled a 25.
Okay. So it looks like Scratch is going first.
Did I need to have a initiative?
If you want to try to get involved, yes.
I'm kind of involved at the door right now, but if it
Okay.
comes to me, I have a 34.
Okay, and Scratch, you went on a what?
46.
Okay, yep, you go first.
So I would try to command her again and say, I need you to come to yourself to survive and escape this hell.
Okay, roll.
13.
Okay, as you say that, she her attack pose sort of fumbles a little bit, and her shoulders droop, and she shakes her head and looks around her and looks down at her hair, and she sort of stands up, her hands shaking, and just she takes a deep breath. And you see her fur shift back to that rainbow hue that it was before as she sort of sighs outward. At this point, she's glowing and is a beacon of light in the room. So, hey, you can see, Sandbag. And she goes, who are you people?
I'm here to rescue my brother. He's another felinoid who was kept here. He's a Sabretooth. Have you seen
Sam.
him? Yes.
They took him about an hour ago down to the test labs.
Which direction? And we've healed the children. They are sleeping, but if you can get them to safety, that'd be for the best.
I'll do my best. Thank you. I don't know where the test labs are. They usually drug us. I just remember hearing them talk as they were leaving, taking him. Yeah.
Did Malgear describe the way to the test labs?
In the brief description she gave you, it was down. So she didn't really specify anything else other than down.
The test labs are below us.
Specificity doesn't seem to be Malgear's strong suit.
I mean, she is a bard. Let's be honest.
I forgot. Teleport, is it usable on others?
That
Or do I have to buy it that way?
is a great question. You may have had to buy it that way. Let me just pull up the new rules and find out.
Because
One
if so,
moment.
I'm going to try to teleport them to the way I came in before we head down to wherever.
Okay. Hold on.
And I'm just going to look straight down.
A sneak peek as to the new rule set, even though you haven't had a chance to get a look at the old rule set because it's not the same.
We're on like rule set number 3 or 4.
So hey, feel privileged. You're witnessing rules calling in live action.
Make me laugh, Quasi. You make me laugh. That's great. One moment.
Do I get more XP that way?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
Yes.
Keep it entertaining.
And I'm going to look down to see if I can see directly below this room, if that's
Okay.
where he's being kept.
Okay,
By the way,
one moment.
since there's light and glowing now, you guys noticed that she's wearing pink tiger striped boots.
I don't notice that.
Well, you don't notice that, no.
Wait a minute.
Everybody else.
Everyone except the blind man.
Are you pocket pigging it? Are you wearing nothing but fur and pink tiger strap boots?
No,
No,
she has
she's
jeans and a
black
shirt on.
jeans and black t-shirt.
Okay.
I'm Porky Pigging it.
No pants.
Just the glasses.
Just
You know, we never told him that he wasn't wearing pants, so he just thinks he is.
Wow. Okay. So
The Emperor has no clothes.
I quickly understand two distinct problems I have with the teleport power. One of them is I really need to reword it. The other one is it's not a problem. It does work. You are able to teleport others as long as you are in contact with them and go with them.
Okay. So I'll be like, I'm going to get them to the exit. I will be right back.
Okay. Before you go, Obscurity would say, if you could just get him back to the guy that we have in that room, to Shard, is his name?
Yeah.
If you can get him to him, he can do a portal and probably get them out.
Okay. And I would turn to the adult felinoid and say, I'm Scratch. We're going to get you to safety. Please come with me.
Tara, pleasure.
And
And she walks over and scoops up the two kids.
okay. And then I teleport them to the room where I last saw Shard.
Okay, make a roll. Just don't roll double ones.
I'm not going to assume he's still there, so 10.
Yeah. So you appear in the room with him, and he's like, "Hi." He's sitting on the bed, thumbing through some comic books.
The gray cloaked lady said you might be able to get them out of here.
Yeah, I can. Where do you want me to send them?
Tara, do you know of someplace safe?
Where is it? And he goes, "Never mind. I know the perfect place."
And he sends them into the Blackfire facility. Or not Blackfire, sorry. Belial.
Wow. And he opens up a portal, and you see another high-tech facility on the other side of it. And he goes, "Go through quick, go through quick." And the lady's like, "Are you sure it's safe?" He goes, "Yeah, this is where we came from. It's fine. It's safe there."
Oh no.
And she just jumps right into it, and the portal closes behind her. He goes, "Okay, they're safe."
So you are unconscious and I think being tortured. Did you want us to free you?
No, it's all right. I should be good.
Okay. Gotta go find my brother. Be back shortly, hopefully. And I teleport
Okay.
back to them.
I'll be right here. She's gone. Okay. Meanwhile, back in the room, you guys are all preparing for something coming up to the door. I need you guys to roll perception roll that's looking at the door while Scratch is gone.
I rolled a 5.
13.
I'm looking directly at the door. I do not break eye contact with it.
I'm paying attention to the door, but I'm also trying to see if Sam is directly below us.
Okay.
Told to
And
go down.
Rafa.
I pull out Red and the other one.
Wait, you
mean
have-
blue?
Yeah, you have
Oh.
red as well?
Yeah, sorry.
Other-
Pull out. No, I actually reach into Sandbag's pockets.
I smack your hand away and say, no!
Okay, if I can't grab blue, then if I can't grab red, then I'll grab blue and the other one.
Okay. Okay, great.
You are reaching for red without dinner and some flowers? Shame on you.
We're close, Shadow Fox, but we're not that close. Come on.
Eagle.
You guys and your color coordinated tools. It's amazing. Okay. So I'm going to start with Trevor. So you look down to see if you can see him, and you do. You see a saber-toothed tiger. I mean, as far as you can tell, it's a real, honest-to-God, 6 foot tall at the shoulder saber-toothed tiger, screaming in pain straight up at you, like he's and he's pawing at the air. It doesn't look to be a felinoid. It looks to be an actual saber-toothed tiger, pawing at the air, like trying to climb up to you from about 50 feet below you. You see nothing else, just that. Just empty darkness of 50 feet, and then this thing lunging up at you, or trying to.
And so, do you think you could calm him down?
See, now you're taking all of their fun out of it.
Their fun or your fun?
Well, I try not to get involved as much as I can, but I can calm him down. But they're just gonna put him in more pain as I do. This is the reaction they're trying to get.
This is the reaction they're trying to get. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
But I'll calm him
others?
down. And you see him like get calmer, and then a couple seconds later, he's screaming again, trying to climb back up.
All right. Well, maybe stop then.
Okay.
Are there other people in the room that I can see, or just him?
Just him.
Cool. Well, guys, I found him.
You did?
Oh, really? Where
Yeah,
is
he's about 50 feet straight down.
How do you know that?
Because I looked at him.
And you're blind.
I mean, I have a talking gun, and Preacher has something in his throat that talks to him, so I believe it.
I've got a magic shawl thing.
Yeah, I mean, I interacted with it. I never got to see anyone.
Well,
No,
you
I
also,
had
did,
it for-
you know, get a magic shawl thing.
Hey, Scratch.
I guess.
And right about then is when Scratch is reappearing in the room. And meanwhile, you guys also did hear some noises on the outside of the door, like someone was trying to get the keypad to work.
The
Scratch.
Nimbus of 9 and Terror didn't affect him.
Nope.
Yes, healer.
Apparently your brother is about 50 feet straight down. So, do you need to be able to see where you're going? Do you need to have been there?
It's kind of preferable. We don't know what's in the room.
Oh, he is tied up to various machinery that is draining his power and operating the lasers that are going to attack us.
If you guys trust me to get you there.
Well, let's see. Guys? We trust her, right? Yeah, we trust you.
There is a chance of death if we end up in something.
Fimmer's like, why don't you take me first?
Also, quick question. Do you know
sorry.
who normally is down there running tests?
Me?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You just know that your brother was in here?
Yes. I've been tracking him for a while.
Cool. I walk over to Patrick.
Okay.
Give him a nice little tappity tap to wake him up.
High or low?
Or
Higher low?
if he's still asleep, I can talk to his screaming ghost.
Yeah,
Hi.
he's still asleep, so you can talk to a screaming ghost.
I'll talk
okay,
to the screaming
hold on.
ghost.
Before you do that, Femir was like, don't take everyone, just take me, just in case someone gets killed.
Okay.
I'm a
Sounds
vampire. I work different.
I thought you're not
My
supposed to.
physiology is different.
I thought you're not supposed to touch people, though.
She can touch
I'm
me.
not. If I do, I might randomly eat a power of you. That's the downside.
Did you say eat a power of mine?
Yeah. That's what I do.
She's a vampire. Ooh.
I'm an
Right, but if she ate the
vampire.
teleport power,
Yeah,
it would be
never
bad.
mind. Never mind. I guess you should just leave me in the room then.
hold on. Let me just try to go down there by
Didn't think that one
myself.
through.
Wait.
Okay.
So
Got it out.
energy weapons and whatnot. Might be decent to take me down there too, just in case they try to fire at you with one of those.
Oh yeah,
She just leaves. She's gonna go by herself.
Okay.
Okay. Pop. She's gone. I'm gonna need you to make a teleport roll. Okay, Trevor, you get over to Patrick, who is screaming from all of the little pieces of crystals that he is.
Yep. Patrick, I need you to pull it together real quick.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Good. Keep that energy up. I like it. You're gonna go far. 50 feet straight down. Testing room, yeah?
Yeah, sure, whatever, yeah.
Who's normally in there doing tests?
No, not me again. Don't test me again. I'm tired of the tests.
No. They're testing Sam right now. Who's doing the tests?
Hold on. Everyone in the room, you guys see Scratch vanish. I need you guys to roll a perception roll. Except you, Trevor.
And me. It's dark
Roll
again.
9.
What did you roll, Quasi?
9.
Do you still need me to roll because it is dark in there? I can't see you. Okay.
Yes, I need you to roll.
Okay. 4.
Okay. You guys would hear this, Jonah. You hear the sound of a table getting crushed. You guys that can see hear the sound of the table getting crushed. You look over, and Patrick is now shard, still unconscious, but the table is crushed that he was on.
Ah, looks like you pulled it together.
Meanwhile, Trevor, you hear him go, "It's Gordon Latray, that bastard! How dare he! How dare he!" And
Who
all
else?
the crystals just clump together. That's the only one I know. If there's anyone else there, then I don't know. It could be, I don't know. Someone else. Someone dark and flaming.
Someone dark and flaming. Something like, and I'm just gonna start picturing, I don't know, dark and flaming and trying to envision it in this dream space and see if it appears.
Higher and low, Trevor.
A high. I don't have much
Okay.
visual for this aside from anything that I've made up from reading.
Okay, so darkness starts congealing near you, and you see bits of flame just slowly sparking through it. And so it goes, "Wow, bravo! Your first emanation. Do you want it to look like what he's imagining?"
That would be preferred, actually.
Stick your hand in his head.
I'm sorry?
Stick your hand in his head.
You know, you asked me to do some weird things. Patrick, Shard, whichever you want to be called, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna touch you real quick.
In ways you don't like to be touched.
Hopefully don't freak out.
Okay. He doesn't. I mean, you're looking down at a big lump of crystal. Is what he's envisioning himself right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and reach my fingers into his brain, I guess. Diddle him
Okay.
around a little.
Okay, so as you stick your fingers into his brain, he yells, "Bad touch! Bad touch!" And
I clap my hand over his mouth.
and you literally see the darkness and the fire take on, at first, a demonic form. You see the fire become eyes, and then it silhouettes a face, and you see flame red hair, and you see a person's, like a tall, like 6'7" guy in a suit, and then it fades into darkness again.
Was that the guy you were talking about? Hand off his mouth.
That's him. That's him. That's him. That's him.
Latreia
That's him.
or the
bad
other guy?
touch. Bad touch. Bad touch. Bad touch.
Is that
That's fire and
Latreia or the
darkness. That's
Fire
fire
and
and
darkness.
darkness.
The guy in the suit.
Yes.
Cool. Hey guys, hopefully whoever our new friend is isn't dead. But
Meanwhile-
good news is there should only be one or maybe two people down there. One of them might be Belial himself.
And that is a good place to leave it for break. We'll be right back, hopefully.
All right. I don't know if Chuck's there to
I don't know. Oh, he is.
I don't.
Any characters that are affected by terror may attempt to overcome it. Every combat phase following the attack, the character can make a will roll with positive RVs indicating success.
Woohoo! Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for giving us a moment to break. You guys probably heard Trevor talk about the terror power, just as giving us a quick update of what it can do. We're going to jump back with Rochelle to start with Scratch teleporting in, and then I'm going to jump back to the rest of the group. So, just a moment. Scratch, I need you to roll a perception roll as you appear 50 feet straight down.
11.
Okay, so you appear in a room. You see your brother. You see him. Basically, he's hooked up to a machine. He's not in a gurney. You see his arms in some sort of technology things clamped around, like big tubes clamped around his arms, same as his legs. You see machines hooked up, like a suction cup type of thing, hooked up to his brain or to his head. You can tell that that's probing his brain just from your medical knowledge. His face is in agony. There's no words coming out of his mouth. You do see his saber teeth, if you will, sticking out of his mouth, and it looks like he's in immense pain. There's just barely enough room for you in the room with all of this machinery. It looks like the room itself is one big machine. You do see a two-way mirror. You know it's a two-way mirror. It looks like a mirror, but you can tell that there's probably someone behind that looking and watching to see what's happening. And they would have a great view of you as you appear in.
Okay. I'm going to touch him and we're going to leave. Or at least that's what she's going to attempt.
Okay. So you reach down, you touch him, and you hear crackling of a radio, and you hear, "If you take him now, he will die." Now be a good little kitty and go back from where you came, or I'll kill him myself right now with a flick of a switch.
She's still going to try it.
Okay.
She does not trust whoever this random voice is.
Okay. So we'll do initiatives. Everyone in the room roll initiatives too, even though you guys aren't physically there. I'm going to jump back to them while we're rolling initiatives. Meanwhile, up in the room, you guys hear on your communication devices from Shard, "Hey, there's a lot of noise coming from the hallway. I'm trying to slow them down. I'm not exactly sure what's out there, but I put up a quick portal back to the beginning of the hallway. But there's a lot of people going making a lot of noises outside of the room."
I take the other one and Blue, and I point him towards the door just to be ready.
Okay. Does anyone respond to Shard on the communicators?
I will not respond to Shard on the communicator, but I will walk over back to the door.
Okay.
Continue that terror presence.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say into the communicator really quietly. "Yeah, we can hear them too. Thanks."
Okay. I think they'll catch on that I'm doing something soon. Maybe, I don't know.
"Why are you doing something? You're
Hey,
just supposed to stay
Todd,
there."
why don't you stop now then? Don't be detected. You're our way out.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'll stop then.
Because you definitely don't want them to have two of you.
So,
Good point.
So, guys, remember in A New Hope where all the rebels have their guns pointed at the door, and the door sort of explodes in a light, and people are blinded, and they get shot while blinded?
No.
Why don't you not look directly at the door, because it might explode and create sensory images on your retina. So, guard your eyesight.
I have glasses on. I'll protect yourself.
How about I just put my back to the door then? And I put my back to the door.
I'm gonna give my sunglasses actually to Sandbag.
Are you gonna toss them in the dark?
Okay.
I'm standing right next. I'm pretty sure he's right next to me. If he's at the door and I moved back to the door.
Oh, I thought you were still with Patrick.
No. I
So
got
you
the
put-
information I needed from Patrick.
So you
And
put your
it-
sunglasses on my face?
Well, I'm just gonna offer them to you if you need them. Here, you need some glasses? Can't do anything to my eyes. Also,
You're
Ensway,
You're
if
talking about your
anything-
sunglasses?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's really going to help with my helmet on.
Oh, well, if you don't need them.
Hey, security, can you make it low visibility in here, but let friends of ours like see very well, while enemies can see very poorly?
Yeah, I could do that. And the fog in the room gets darker, and suddenly, Sandbag, you can see just as well as Preacher can. So you get suddenly in the blackness, you see white shapes of all your friends.
Woo!
And all the tables and everything. Meanwhile, Rochelle,
so
what did you roll for your base and ish? What?
I just
Sorry.
wanted to double check. Everything has a white silhouette.
Yeah, so best way to think of it is you get the outline of everybody, and inside of that outline is white, pure white.
Cool. Just wanted to make
44.
sure.
And John, just to finish what I was saying before, I was going to tell Ensway that if anything attacks me, feel free to use lethal force.
Oh, you're so kind. Sure, but what happens to all the things that don't have a soul?
Are you able to use lethal force against them or no?
They don't dream. There's nothing there.
Well,
They're just part of the world of the dying.
then I'll deal with those ones myself, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have something to help with that.
Not really. I can affect people that dream.
Then affect the people, I guess. Do what you can.
Okay.
Ah, Trevor, you're really leaning heavily into your artifact.
I mean,
Literally don't know the
you might-
extent of its power.
you might as well just own it at that point, like I did.
Yeah.
Or let it own you, I guess.
Okay, sorry, Rochelle, what was your initiative?
44.
I need a roll off. So D10.
6.
Okay, so you do happen to go a split second before the people on the other side of that mirror. So go ahead and roll for your teleport.
$25.
Okay. In the room, you guys are bracing for the attack. I'm assuming you're teleporting back to the room.
Correct.
Okay. You guys are bracing for the attack. You suddenly would see you'd see Scratch appear in the room with a guy that looks like a quadriplegic at this point. He appears, and the parts of him that are there, he's missing from his elbows down on both arms, from the knees down on both legs. Blood is just streaming out of those areas. His head, it looks like there's missing pieces of his skin where the machine was on his head. Blood is just pouring out of him.
And I would
from
scream,
almost everywhere.
healer!
And so now we're going to, and literally right as that's happening, you guys see her appear. You hear her yell, "Healer!" The doors fly open. You see 3 big robotic-looking people march in. Quasi, you'd get an intellect roll to see if you could remember them from the files.
I want to check something real quick. Do I fall
Okay.
backwards?
Well,
Yeah, probably. If you're leaning on the doors, you would fall backwards.
Right. Okay.
12. So 2 of them you recognize from the files. One would be Snide, and the other one would be Clyde.
Okay.
The third one you don't recognize from the files. The third one is the one that Sandbag fell onto. That was the first one that was coming through the door. So Sandbag, you literally fall onto this robotic thing's torso as it sort of pushes you into the room as it's advancing. And then behind them, you guys would also see a bunch, like easily 20, 30 Belial guards.
Clyde was in our simulation, wasn't he?
Yes, actually, Clyde was in your simulation. So those that recall the simulation would recognize Clyde.
How did we beat Clyde in the simulation?
I don't recall.
If I recall correctly, though, Clyde was the big guy that had like the Cyclops eye on his armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he's as big right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
But the guy that you fell on is bigger.
gotcha.
And so now we're going to go to everyone else's initiatives. That was a 44. Who had a next initiative out of you guys?
Do you want us to just give you all of our initiatives right now?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay.
28.
Or use the ones that we rolled last time.
A new initiative, actually.
Okay.
So-
New initiative. Okay.
Lordy. 29.
Ooh, I got 1 point more.
35.
I have a 28.
21.
Okay.
I've rolled a 10.
So, sorry, Trevor, you got a what?
35.
Rafa?
29.
Ryan?
28.
Quincy?
21.
21. Okay.
Was
So the
teleport moving? So do I have attacks?
Teleport was moving and one attack. So you do have your other 2 attacks.
Okay. So I'm going to call my hammer
Okay.
and then throw it.
Okay, so you guys would see this huge ass hammer appear in Scratch's hand, and then she throws it. Which one of the 3 are you throwing it at? The big one that has Sandbag leaning on it, or one of the other 2?
Who's in the front?
The big one with Sandbag leaning.
Then him.
Okay. What is your agility?
My agility is 12.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
16.
Okay, you hit. And your strength at that point would be an 18, am I right?
Correct.
Okay. Just for the brief moment of you throwing it, then your strength drops back down. You guys would see the hammer. Sandbag, you see this huge hammer flying at you. It's a 2-handed weapon. The head of the hammer is probably about the size of, what do you think, Rochelle, the refrigerator, or how big did you have it scaled to?
Yeah, probably about a refrigerator.
Okay, so it's about the size of a standard refrigerator flying towards where you basically are. It hits directly above you, and you actually hear it hit and mangle through the metal. There's sparks coming from behind you, and you feel the things lurch forward and then stop. Everyone else sees the hammer hit and literally go through the whole top end of the guy, like from just above Sandbag's head, which would be around the middle of its torso, to its head, just seemed to vanish as the hammer hits it and just rends it off.
So it's still just standing there then, right?
Yeah, I mean, it lurched forward, standing there. You guys would see the sparks coming from where the top part of the torso used to be of that person. You have another attack, Rochelle.
Call the hammer back and do it again.
Okay, you guys would see the hammer appear back in her hand, and now we're going to throw it at. There's one to the left and one to the right.
Is one bigger than the other?
No, the one on the left and right, they're about equal size. They're still huge. These guys are about 10 feet tall.
Is anyone close to either one of them? Like, are they close to whoever's at the door besides?
There's 3 of us at the door.
Yes. So there's Sandbag leaning against the guy that you just took the top torso off of. And then there is Bumrush and Shadow Fox, both at the door waiting to attack.
Who is Bumrush?
That's Trevor's character.
Okay.
I'm Bumrush, Mongoose, Jack, Mac, whichever.
We met all these characters with stupid ass names, and Trevor decided to join them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll go for the one on the left.
Okay, the one on the left?
Yes.
Okay, roll to hit.
10.
Okay. You throw your hammer at that one. It actually, as the hammer's flying towards it, it reaches up and moves slightly as the hammer's flying towards it and is able to reach past the huge head of the hammer and grab the haft of it and just stop all of its forward momentum towards it. Just and so the head of the hammer stops a couple inches away from its face as it sort of moves over and stops it. You guys see Snide react that way, or Quasi, you'd know it's Snide. Everyone else would see it as this other big robotic dude reach up, and his arm just sort of extends out as the joints loosen and allow the arm to reach farther than a human arm should be allowed to reach because it's mostly mechanical.
I would say that wasn't nice.
And he looks at you and goes, "Neither was destroying my friend. I'll have to make another." So that was 44's. He actually gets to attack. He's going to take the hammer and swing it at Mongoose. Mongoose, what is your agility?
9. But my martial arts is an 11.
Ah, see, that's gonna be more helpful than the 9.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
think the answer you asked for.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so he swings that down at you. What's your total physical? And you can roll a parry. Not sure how you're going to parry a hammer that size, but you can roll a parry.
Also 11. Because martial arts.
Yeah.
Ooh! The parry is not going to go well, but it is going to make me mad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As Bumrush / Mongoose / Mac / whatever we want to call him today slips into a rage.
Yeah. So Nimbus and Terror points are going to shift.
Right?
Into
and you take a total of 6 health as the hammer slams onto you. Like straight down, like he's hammering a nail.
Cool. Let me just and sway.
Yes.
Oh, is this one of those people you can't do anything about?
Yeah, he's not really here.
Where is he?
Oh, he's farther down in the facility.
Oh, good.
Or is it up? It's so hard to tell. Yeah, sorry, he's up. He's above you guys a few floors.
And John.
Yeah.
15 to not be stunned.
Okay, good. That was the next question. 35, it's your turn.
Okay, sorry, I'm doing math.
Well, is that why the steam's coming out of your ears?
Yeah.
You know, you got an Asian right here.
Well, no, I'm trying to.
Wait,
Thank
see,
you,
that
and I
was wrong.
appreciate it. However, I'm trying to deduce my own notes since my character sheet is now covered in pen.
Oh, I can't help you with reading your own handwriting.
Doesn't Shadow Fox need to make some kind of roll for recognizing something?
Oh yeah, Shadow Fox. On your initiative, I'm going to have you make a. Actually, I'll have you do this right now while we're waiting for Trevor.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of rolls I need to do.
16.
So as you see this hammer fly past you, your vision distorts and horrible memories of those dreams you had of fighting. Actually, you picture being underwater, and suddenly you can't breathe as you see these giant skeletal warriors with long hair and hammers the size of cars that look a lot like this hammer, destroying an underwater city.
Oh.
And I need you to make a will roll so that on your turn you can actually go.
I pulled up my sheet, by the way.
Okay.
10.
Oh, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. You can go. You're going to have some minuses, but you are able to function enough to attack on your initiative turn. So that is good.
If my rank is 11, am I spending 5 or 6 XP?
5.
So up to 5.
Yep.
Attack. And so my strength is going to be a 10 now, with the changing of stances. Or it's the same stance, but reallocating points. I don't know how that works as far as action economy.
So you're going to lose 1 attack.
1, not 2?
1, not 2. If you're changing actual full stance, it'd be 2, but just reallocating points would be 1.
Oh, hey, John.
Yeah.
Do I get my reflex reaction?
You do get your reflex reaction if you wish to use it now.
All right.
You going to heal Mongoose?
Yeah, he's the only one that's been injured in my presence.
Yep, that is correct. Well, there is also the bleeding out guy that appeared at the same time, so there is that.
Well, I'm going to heal him on my actual turn.
Okay.
So, hey, Mongoose.
Yes.
Roll a 16 for whatever that's worth.
Oh, I hope that's worth at least 6 points of damage.
Hold on,
John?
I'll tell you in just a second. I'm just making sure everything's allocated.
Yep.
Right. Quincy,
Hmm?
your rank of healing?
Oh, that would be an 11.
Oh, an 11. Sorry about that. I thought you had a 12. 11 versus 6.
I'll take it, 12.
Yeah, hey, Trevor, you get 6 health back. Exactly.
Woo!
But you're still mad.
Yeah, I am very mad, especially because if you look at the Twitch chat where I put my stuff into, you'll see that the last attack that I rolled was double one.
Ooh, critical failure. Holy cow.
After a 33.
Wow.
Highs and lows.
Yeah, not everyone can roll as good as I did for Shard's Portal.
Oh.
No. Shard's Portal, I rolled 23 times in a row. And then it double 9s, double 7s, and then an 8 total. So,
That's a lot.
It was a lot. Okay. So, Trevor,
Yes.
you ready to do your turn?
Yes.
Okay, what do you do?
Okay, so I don't know how much XP I need to be spending to make this actually worth it, but my rolls are. But I'm willing to spend XP if it would be beneficial for this, for attacking Snide back.
Okay.
And should he go down in the middle of these attacks, carrying the rest of them onto Clyde?
Okay. What are you trying to do? And so I can.
Well, he just hit me with a hammer.
Yep.
So we're going to try to kill him.
Okay. Are these punches? Are these terror? I need to know what
this is all physical, not
Okay.
using terror.
Okay, thank you. And
That
your
dropped
rolls.
as soon as I got angry.
Okay, not a problem. Spending up to 5 on attack and 5 on damage, right?
Yep, because it's a rank of 10 strength and a rank of 11 on martial arts. So martial arts is being the 2 hit and the strength is to damage.
Okay. So you'd only need to spend 4 on each 2 hit instead of 5.
So 4 in each category?
4 on the 2 hits,
Okay.
and you'd need 5 on the damage for each category.
Okay. Well, I would have spent. I only have 30 XP.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out. Because I don't want to just cherry pick it. I probably would have spent XP for the first 2, and then after that didn't pan out with rolls, I would have stopped.
Okay. Well, the first 2 actually would have hit, but he does get his parry. One moment. And he failed his only other parry he gets this turn. So, yeah. So the first 2 would hit if you spend your points.
Yes.
Okay. So the first one,
Now we're down to 12 experience.
no columns, 15 versus. Okay, so the first 2 actually do hit. They don't really. You leave a little bit of indentation. Would you have spent on the third one then as well?
I probably wouldn't have, because I'm down to 12 after those 2 attacks.
Okay.
The metagamer in me says yes, and especially on the 33, but that's not happening because we're doing this as if I'd asked these questions verbally and had to make my decisions before I rolled.
Yep. Your third attack doesn't do much to him. In fact, you don't break your hands, which is good, but you don't do any more damage to him. The fourth attack. The fourth attack, you actually do quite a bit more damage than the first couple. So 4, 8, 12. And then, of course, you critically fail on the last attack.
Did I deal enough damage with the 33 that I could justify ripping the dude's arm off with the hammer?
No.
Cool.
But you can justify breaking his hand so that it's no longer holding the hammer.
Then we'll do that.
Okay. So the hammer hits you, like pounds you down towards the ground, and then you get healed, and then you just sort of sneak out from under the hammer, and you start your blows at his elbow and work your way down to his hand. And at the hand, you actually break his hand. So it's his
when he drops
right
the
hand
hammer,
is-
hits him on the foot. That's the cheat.
The hammer hits me.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll to see if I just need a high or low from you, Trevor. Do you have good fortune, bad fortune,
Nope.
anything like that? Okay, high or low.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, so as you break his hand, the hammer does topple onto you. And you take 2 health from just the weight of it
I do.
falling.
It's just my little toe. It's just my little toe. Don't need it.
You
Since
sort
I
of
am,
current into it as it falls on you. So you know.
since I'm right next to him, do I get a chance to maybe do a reflex reaction as a deflect for him? would that
Only
work?
for you.
Okay, I thought
And
so.
it's and deflect is energy only, not hammer.
Okay, just
So,
making sure.
Yeah.
God,
Good
I need
question.
deflect hammer.
Good question. Well, if you hang around and scratch long enough, you might get that. Okay. So that was that initiative. Next is Clyde. Clyde, seeing his, the big guy get destroyed, he is instantly going to target one of you guys in the room. I'm going to have you guys pick some random numbers for me. There are quite a bit of you. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 through 10. Pick numbers 1 through 10, please.
2.
1.
3.
7.
6.
Scratch, you said 7.
Yes.
Sandbag, you said
3.
3.
Yep.
Shadow Fox, you said 2, right?
That's correct.
Preacher, you said 1.
Of course.
Okay. And then I've got Femir at a 10. And at a 8 is Obscurity.
And 4 and 5 are still open. As is 9.
And then 9 is going to be Scratch's brother.
Oh, right, he's in the room.
What's his name again?
Sam.
That's right. It's an easy one. That's why I couldn't remember it. And then 4 and 5 are going to be random people in the room that he can attack.
You
Being
mean
not
like
one of
Patrick?
us?
Not one of you guys, the bodies that are strapped to tables.
Oh, okay.
You mean like Patrick?
Yeah, like Patrick.
No, like the other people who we don't have an attachment to.
It,
No,
it still
exactly
could be
like
Patrick, too.
Right? Okay.
He would just get into a drug-induced coma after this and not remember any of this fight.
So number 6, Mongoose. Clyde attacks you.
Oh, god damn it.
So we meaning Clyde, needs a 10 or better to hit you. And he hits with his first attack. And he hits with his second attack.
12 parry, the first one.
So it's energy,
Oh,
so no parry. Sorry,
cool.
man.
I'll save the double 6s that I was rolling for the second one then.
Yeah, right. So you see he just looks at you, and unlike the simulation you guys fought him in, 2 energy beams erupt from his hands. Total physical, Trevor was 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first one hits you, but it sort of like barely hits you, so it doesn't do any damage to you. It just sort of does some damage to that flashy suit of yours. The
shawl?
second, yeah. Well, no, not the shawl, because you had that suit, the super suit provided by Justice.
Yeah, but isn't the shawl over that?
Yeah, the shawl's over, but it hits more in your stomach area, like it
Oh, okay.
grazes across your stomach. The second one, on the other hand, hits you square in the face, and it does 5 health.
Whew.
I really
Good
hope
thing
you're
you
wearing
took
your
your
sunglasses
glasses
right
off.
now. Yeah.
No, they're definitely on.
Oh.
Yeah, he took them off, but I didn't accept them because I'm wearing
Yeah.
a helmet, and it made no sense.
Cool. Hey, John, can I use those double 6? It doesn't matter. I rolled double 9s on my will roll.
Oh, sure, you can keep the double 6s and add that to that. I don't care. I'll be nice.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be dazed with a 12 and an 18.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can keep rolling if you want, but no.
No, I'm
you're-
good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so that was Clyde.
Oh,
Next
God.
is Sandbag.
All right.
So you see 2 laser beams arc over your head. One of them grazes Mongoose's stomach, Bumrush's stomach. The other one square in the face. Just square in the face.
Is he still standing?
Yeah. His face looks charred. The shawl looks amazing. Looks like no damage done to the shawl.
And are you still holding the hammer right now, Jack?
Jack was not holding the hammer. It fell on his foot.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pick up the hammer and swing it at Clyde.
Okay, so I need you to make a strength check to pick up the hammer.
I don't
What is
think you're worthy enough
Strength
to pick
is
up the hammer.
strength is 12, and I rolled a 7.
Wow, you actually get a higher low. Do you have good fortune or unfortunate at all?
Nope. Neither.
Okay, higher low.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so Scratch, you see him reach over, grab the hammer, and go, and he picks it up. It's a little bit heavier than you thought. So what are you going to do with it? You're staggering under its weight.
So I'm not going to try to swing it at Clyde now. Instead, I'm just going to kind of turn around and try to do it quickly with enough force to just kind of smack him.
Okay. So you're going to attack Clyde, not Snide.
Yeah, Clyde.
Okay. What's
I'm
your agility?
impressed.
Agility is 10.
Do you have Weapons Master?
I do, and I have
Do you
melee
have-
as well. And that's
Do you
a
have
6.
unique weapons?
Sorry.
Under your Weapons Master, do you have unique weapons? Do you have all of the skill? Or just...
No, I have melee, handguns, and rifle.
Okay. Unfortunately, this hammer not considered a melee weapon, even though most hammers are.
Okay.
Just because it's unique the way it was constructed and built. So I'll
And
just
I do-
use your agility.
And I do apologize. Weapons Master was a rank of 10 as well.
Okay. What's your agility again?
10.
10. Okay, that's fine. So you need 17 or better.
Nope. 13.
Okay, so you sort of swing it at him, as you mentioned, and it goes wide.
Okay.
Do
I need to make an agility check to see if I stumble?
Yeah. No, you rolled good enough that you sort of braced yourself.
Okay.
But it was a very awkward swing. If you would
Okay.
have rolled really crappily, then yes. But you actually successfully swung it, which is impressive, considering what that hammer is. Shadow Fox.
Still get an extra attack.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot you have 2 attacks.
So, I'm going to leave the hammer where it is at this point. Or drop it, I mean. And then I'll just go swinging at Clyde with my fists.
Okay. Well, then you don't need as high to hit.
Right.
You need an 11 or better.
15.
One column. And your strength is 12.
Yep. Agility 10. And Weapons Master. I don't know if that would count.
No.
10? No.
Okay, so you swing, you hit him, because of your unique ability to absorb kinetic energy, you really don't feel the connection, but you see that you hit him. You don't seem to do any damage to him, though.
Okay, no dents or anything like that.
Yeah, no dents. It's like boom. You sort of get the feeling of what it feels like for when people punch you.
Okay.
Um,
Feels like a sandbag?
I mean, yeah, it feels like you're working out on a sandbag. Shadow Fox.
All right. So, which one was Sandbag punching at?
Sandbag
Clyde.
went after Clyde, the one that shot at Bumrush twice. Snide, the one that tried crushing Bumrush with the hammer, is still there. He's had some damage, but he's still standing.
I thought Clyde was the one who did both of those.
I'm going to go for that one. So I count down from 5, and I shoot both Blue and the other one.
Okay. Yeah. So what is your... I'll need you to make 2 rolls. I'm assuming that you're shooting Blue and letting Blue shoot himself, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your weapons master?
It is 11.
Okay. So you need a 10 or better. Wait, no, but you're also doing the electricity. 13 or better to hit him.
Okay. I rolled an 8.
Okay. And what is Blue's weapons master?
13.
Okay, so Blue needs a 8 or better to hit.
Oh my god. 4.
Blue's affected by the hammer too. What?
This is amazing. So you guys would see Shadow Fox sort of point at him, and you see, you hear him counting, and you see an electrified bullet fly, come out of one of the muzzles, and it goes wide and just cascades off the wall. And the other bullet also goes wide and ricochets off the other wall.
Try counting in Spanish next time.
I think Phil Cinder's Canadian, not Hispanic.
The only way he knows how to do that, though, is with the Offspring's help.
Okay, kids.
Okay,
Dos,
two.
tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis.
Oh, right. Okay, so next would be Preacher.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, hey, I go over to Sam, I suppose.
He's
I was
right,
like, wow, he's missing quite a bit of himself. Well, this is gonna take a lot. Lord Almighty, please bring a child back into the light and let him be healthy enough so that he can help us kick their ass. Let's see. How much XP can I spend on this?
Your rank is an 11, so you can spend up to 5. You only need 4 to get to the 15 to 17 column, though. So 4 on the effect and 4 on the attempt and 4 on the other side of it. So up to 8 is what you could spend.
Okay, I'll do ocho.
Okay.
See, I can count in Spanish too.
Okay, what did you roll?
Let's take a look. It's just 12 so far.
Ooh.
Plus 14 is 26.
5 columns. Okay, so you special as you did it, or
I'm sorry, John, you froze there for a second.
did you? Was there a special thing you wanted to say this time, or
You heard me say it.
could you repeat it for me? Sorry.
Oh boy. Lord Almighty, please bring this child of yours back into the light so that he might shine upon the world and also help kick our opponent's ass.
Okay, so as you're saying that, and as you say, light, literally a light erupts around him. You see his legs and his arms heal. They actually reconstruct themselves, and his eyes flutter open, and he screams in agony.
Wow.
And then he sits up and he looks kind of confused.
Let's step
That was
back from
Preacher.
him, just in case he attacks.
Yeah, you see those long fangs of his, and you're like, ah. That was Preacher, and now it's the Belial guards. They are all shooting through the doorway. They're not moving in. They're shooting around their big, tall compatriots, and they are all actually going to be targeting one individual at a time, and it looks like they're targeting Preacher.
Really?
Yep, I rolled a 1.
I'm far into the room.
What is your agility?
Huh?
Agility?
I'm good.
So I get a reflex reaction, and isn't Preacher standing next to me?
Yeah, at this point, he is right next to you.
My
So can I
agility
use
is
my reflex reaction to teleport?
Yeah, give me your high or low real quick.
Hi.
Okay, yep. So let me just make their roll just to see if I hit them, and so I can explain it better as it happens. Okay, so Preacher, you heal him. You see this. You take a step back. You look up. You see literally everyone's worst fear. As if stormtroopers could actually hit people. All of these laser bolts flying right at you. And then you feel Scratch's hand on your back, and you are across the room, and those laser bolts seem to hit the far wall and embed themselves in the far wall.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
very welcome. That took a lot out of me. Regenerate legs. Wow, that's. I need some Cheerios.
And it's Femmir's turn. She goes, I'm not sure what I can do against robots, but she just jumps it right at Snide, throws herself at him.
This is
And
one clogged up doorway.
yeah, right. She leaps past the sparking body that Sandbag has his back to, leaps over that, grabs a hold of Clyde's front, and then lets go. And she's like, "There's nothing in there. I can't. There's no abilities I can siphon." And then it's Obscurity's turn, which, by the way, I have been taking into account that there is a heavy fog surrounding you guys that you guys seem to not be hampered by, but they are hampered by. I have been taking that into account for all the rolls. And it is her turn. And she goes, I've got an idea. And the fog gets a little bit thicker. Trevor, you're finding it a little bit harder to hear through it. But you guys can still see through it. It's just, it seems to get almost mirror-like. It gains like a mirror-like quality to it. And that's her turn. And that's the end of the initiative round. Scratch.
I teleport back to Sam
Okay.
and say, "We're getting out of here, brother." And I yell to the rest, "I'll be right back." And then I teleport to Shard.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for that because you've seen that inside of the room. You've done that from this room before, even though it's under strenuous circumstances. And your brother's higher. Let us see if he tries to resist.
Whoa.
And evidently he's not an idiot. I rolled a 1. So you grab him, you teleport him to Shard. Shard looks up from the comic book he's been reading. Oh, another transportee, huh?
Yes, please.
I'll see what I can do. And he goes like this, and you see the portal open, and it sort of flashes, and he goes, I'll just keep him safe with me until I can get him out.
Okay, thank you. And then I pop back.
Okay.
And I imagine that's all my attacks. So.
Well, so you use your transport action, and one of your attacks is a second transport action. You still have one more attack.
Okay, then I call the hammer back.
Your instant action is pulling your hammer back to you. You guys would see the hammer just suddenly appear in her hand again.
And then I'm going to throw it at the one on the left again.
Okay, so the same one you threw it at before.
Yes.
Okay. Roll.
18 plus 13. 31?
Yeah, so I rolled his parry, and he got a critical failure on his parry.
It's because his hand's broken.
Yeah. Well, see, last time he parried with his right hand, and then he swung it down with his left hand, and then his left hand got broken. So he tried doing the same maneuver. He moves into the way of the hammer to try to reach past it, but he misses the reach as the hammer slams into his face. How do you want to do this?
It's just metal, right? So just crushed.
Okay.
Completely.
So you guys would see the hammer just literally impact his face, and he goes from being 10 foot tall to being about 4 feet tall, as the hammer sort of crushes back through his spine, and he topples to the ground.
Well, so much for Snod.
Right.
And I'll be right back.
Okay. And I need everyone to roll a perception roll. I'll roll for Dragon Gem since he had to step out.
16.
I rolled an 8.
Trevor?
I'm sorry. My brain kind of turned off for like 3 seconds.
Perception roll.
Thank you. I was listening, but I wasn't all processing. 27.
27. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I got
Quasi, what'd you roll? Sorry, one more time.
7.
Okay, perfect. So Quasi, you don't notice. Everyone else notices in the room. It happens like I'm gonna say behind you or off to your side. You're looking over at Scratch. You don't see the flames erupt into the room as somebody appears in the room. Everyone else sees darkness appear, and then fire erupts from that darkness, and you would see this 6'7" guy, flaming hair, flaming features, in a literally a suit made out of fire, like a business suit made out of fire, and it looks like he is just the flaming outline of everything as he appears into the room, and he yells, "I will crush you all! How dare you invade my realm!"
I like your suit.
And then he is going to attack. He gets 3 attacks. I'm going to roll for 3 separate targets. Number 4, number 3, and number 1.
Let's run.
So
Yeah, I was
Preacher, Sandbag, and one
Random.
of the random victims. Hey, Quasi, hire low to see if it is Patrick. It is Patrick. Oopsie. Okay, so he is attacking. I'm going to roll it in the order that I rolled them. So the first one is against Patrick. You guys would see Patrick's body or Shard's body erupt in flames as flames just start. They start along his chest and just literally start burning all around the crystal exterior. He would then look up at Sandbag. What is your charm?
4.
Ooh.
Can I try to charm him right now?
What is your soul?
Soul is 9.
What he means is, what was your soul?
yeah, pretty much.
Do you need my total mystical as well?
Yeah, what's your total mystical?
10.
That's good. It's good that it's a 10.
Yes, it is.
So you take 5 soul. I need to make a will roll to see if you're dazed. You guys would see the same thing from the middle of Sandbag's chest. You'd see fire just literally erupting out and bathing his face and his whole body in this fire. And you're feeling the fire from the inside, like it's burning your insides out.
I rolled a 3.
Oh yeah, no, you're dazed and afraid. You feel magic erupting all around you. You kind of know what magic feels like now because of your encounter with Ensway. And you feel like this mystical fire literally boiling your innards. I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
You
Could you
cut out a
repeat that?
lot.
Oh,
You actually
okay.
cut out
So
a lot right there.
yeah, it's probably me. So you would see, so with your dealing with Ensway, you know what mystical feels like, or magic actually feels like, and you get that sensation as mystical flames are literally boiling your insides. And so not only do you fail your will roll, but you fail your fear roll as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother rolling for the fear roll.
Quasi, what is your charm?
7.
And what is your total mystical?
9.
Okay, you take 3 soul, because I didn't roll as good to hit him as I did you, unfortunately. You take 3 soul, Quasi. Oh, yeah, sorry. I meant unfortunately. Darn, Game Master slip.
Uh-huh.
No, you did say
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah. These are the stats without any bonus from Malgear. So I'm not sure if they alter anything.
That is a great question. I'm going to give you a higher low on that, Mr. Blessed Man.
That is a high.
Okay. Let me take that into account real quick. One moment. Okay, so you take 1 soul. As you feel the flames dancing inside, just underneath your skin, and you can tell that they're mystical flames.
I guess I'm aware of him now.
Yes, and that sort of attracts your attention over to him, so you can see him in all of his flaming glory. And he would look at Shadow Fox as he just causes all this flames to erupt, and he goes, "I'll spare you for the compliment."
No, really, it's awesome. But thank you.
Can I see him at all, John?
Yeah, actually, you CC him.
Hmm.
And you hear Ensway go, "Ooh, this one's tasty. I like him."
You want to be aggressive with him?
I want to see what he does to you. I mean, maybe.
I want to see what you do to him when he tries to do something to me.
Okay, deal. And it is Mongoose's turn.
Oh, well, I'm very angry. So is there, something I can do to maybe try and change stances from the one that I'm in to one that might help me not die? Or is my anger so great that is outside of the realm of possibility?
Unfortunately, unless you snap out of your anger. Well, the guy that you wanted to kill is dead. So yes,
But
you
then
can
there's
make it.
another person next to me, isn't there?
Yes, you can make a will roll to see if you can change your stance.
Oh, John.
18.
Can I reflexively heal Sandbag?
Yeah, you can reflexively heal Sandbag. I forgot to allow that at the end of the last turn.
That's
I
17.
guess it's this turn. Okay, Sandbag, how much damage did you take again? Was it 3,
I took
4, 5?
5.
5. Okay, so you get 4 of that back.
Am I still dazed then?
You are, because you did take the damage.
Okay.
It's just within moments your soul came back, but you're still a little dazed and you're still afraid, very afraid. So you lose this is a combat turn, but the next round you'll get your attacks. Okay, so Mongoose, sorry to interrupt
18.
that. Yeah, so you can change stances. You're able to pull yourself out of your combat rage at this point. So while you're angry, you're not that angry.
Okay, well, I'm going to change then to my eternal form. We'll put 4 into antidote, 5 into regeneration.
Okay.
I don't
That
know
work?
when that kicks in, but I now have that. Because I need
Okay.
it with my 2 health.
So that's going to kick in. That's going to kick in right now, actually. So your instant action immediately after that. So you use 2 attacks to switch that over.
Mhm.
What's the rank of your regen?
5.
And how much damage did you take? How much is your health down by?
Down 7.
Okay, 13 or better.
7.
Okay, so it doesn't heal this round. You can give up an attack to try to use it again. Wait, no, you can't. That's a lie. I just lied to you. I'm a horrible, horrible person.
Is Snide still standing?
No, Snide got taken out. Clyde is standing. And
Clyde
that's
is
what
still
caused you to. If that's what caused you to break out of your combat rage was that Snide went down.
Cool. Well, we're going to try to hit with agility and damage with martial arts.
I was just reading up on regen. You do get 1 more power check. So you can try to do 1 more healing roll this round if you wish.
And other than that, it'll be reactionary for when I take damage? Or how does it work?
Character can only make power roll once for every 3 points of power per combat round. So every round you can try to make up to 2 regeneration rolls until you're healed.
And that's based on my attack. It's not a reaction thing like with Jason, right?
It's an instant action for you.
Okay. Okay, so I could use it on somebody else's turn?
Yeah, you could use it on someone else's turn. You could use it on your own turn.
Okay.
Correct.
Then
As long as you have an instant action left in the round to do so, you've already used your instant action to do that 1 roll, so you might as well make the 2nd roll to try, because that instant action's already gone this round.
Okay. Well,
See what I'm saying?
yeah, we'll do that. It'll make it so we only have 2 attacks. No.
You don't have to give
We
up
have
an attack
3
to do
attacks.
it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it was a 9, so it still wasn't.
Okay. Still wasn't enough. Okay.
Get any health
So-
back?
No, you got no health back from either of those. Okay. So now you get your attacks.
Cool. 4 attacks aimed at Clyde.
Okay.
13, 12, 5, 7.
Oh,
So
wow.
12 and 13.
The 12 hits the 13 hits.
The 5.
What is your...
Don't.
Yeah. What is your rank of attack?
Attack is 9, damage is 11.
Okay. Both of those you hit, but they don't seem to do anything to his body.
Yep.
Okay, Sandbag. Oh, wait, no, it's Clyde's turn. Sorry. Clyde's attack. He would look at you, Mongoose. More resilient than I thought. Let's try this. And instead of shooting, you see his hands come out of the barrels that he shot you out of, and he just goes to swing with both hands coming in from different sides to try to crush you between them. You can roll a parry if you want.
9.
And you successfully parry. So he comes like this, and you're able to you hear the wind of the hands coming together from both sides. You time it just right to where you can slap the tops of his fist and sort of lift yourself up so that you are now poised on his hands for any future attack that you have for the next. Yeah, pretty much. He's like, boom, and now you're like bracing on him. So yeah, that's an interesting turn of events. Now it is Sandbag's turn.
All right. So I'm going to attempt to pick up one of the hulking masses of metal.
I thought he
that
was
are
a
not
beard
moving
and
anymore.
couldn't do anything this turn.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. You are afeared and can't do anything this turn. Thank
I
you
am
for the
afeared.
reminder. Shadow Fox.
Thank you very much.
All right. I'm going to try to compose myself from after seeing that hammer, and this time I'm going to try it again.
Okay. So at this point, Snide is down. There's a bunch of Belial guards that you can see behind where Snide was, and you do see Clyde. So if that changes your attack any.
Are the guards within range?
Well, I mean, you're shooting bullets, so yes.
Well, okay, that was a dumb question. All right. I'm going to aim for the guards. All
Okay,
right.
just random one. Okay, go ahead and roll.
11.
Are you just shooting the other one, or are you shooting the other one and blue just like you did previously?
Just like I did previous.
Okay, so then also roll for blue.
Okay. 11.
Okay. So the first shot, it hits, the electricity erupts, and then blue hits in the exact same spot, the guard's arm, which, by the way, it hit in the shoulder just above where a clavicle would be. You'd see oil and electricity, and then blue hit in the same spot. The whole arm blows off, the head goes at an odd angle, and that one guard falls down.
I feel accomplished now.
And then blue in your head goes, how badly do you want me to take these out?
Oh, let's be safe. Everything.
Okay. The next shot will be bigger. It's now Preacher's turn.
So, in the room, where am I? Where is this Belial?
You can assume, since he said my realm, that it is Belial, standing there in front of you. He is more in the middle of the room near Patrick. You are off to the side where Scratch had teleported you to so that you weren't getting hit by the lasers. So you're a good, 40 feet away from him.
Okay, so dirty trick. Hey, Malgear. What is Belial's childhood name? And what is his most embarrassing incident from childhood?
Unfortunately, these things we do not know. His form that you see is not his real one. It is one he's created with the flames. He is not really here.
Oh. Well, hey. In that case, is he subject to exorcism from this place?
Yes.
Well, in that case, be gone, foul apparition. Unless you come back with your real form, get the hell out of here. We got things to do.
Okay, roll your exorcism roll. What's your rank?
My exorcism rank is 11. You know what? I'll spend XP on this one because this is a big one.
Right? Okay, so spending XP, you can spend, I'd recommend spending 4 on both sides of it, so 8 total.
Okay.
And go ahead and make your roll.
No, 3 and a 3. 4 and 4. 3. So 17.
Okay, you said 17?
Mm-hmm. 2
Okay.
doubles, and all I got is 17. I feel ripped off.
Okay. Well, 17 is more than what you needed. So, as you say that, he looks at you, glares as the flames sort of peter out into nothingness.
Wow! Holy moly, that worked.
Preacher sounds more surprised than anyone else.
By the way, hey, I try and regenerate that 1 soul damage I took.
Okay, go ahead and roll. What's your regen rate?
10.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully get that soul back. I don't care what you rolled as long as you rolled above a 4.
It was a 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you get the soul back. Oh, crap. 1 second. Sorry, I had technical difficulties on my end. My tablet that I was keeping track of initiatives on decided to come unplugged, so I had to fix that. Okay. Perfect. So that was Preacher. The Belial Guards attack. This time they are all shooting at number 3, which is Sandbag.
Deflect.
I'm
Suddenly-
currently dazed. Only thing I
was about
can
to say-
do. Oh, I guess I could deflect, but it's not a reflex reaction.
You do have reflex reaction deflect, right?
But I also have power deflect as well.
Yes, I know, but that reflex reaction is to deflect energy attacks. Even though you're dazed, you do get the reflex reaction.
Oh, okay.
So, 1 moment. What's the rank on that deflect?
13.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deflect roll for me real quick.
12.
Okay. So what you guys would see in the room is all glass, Sandbag in the back because he was like flaming and he still hadn't turned around to fade that. Well, actually, no, I guess he did. So they'd hit him square in the chest, and as they hit him in the chest, the rounds sort of deflect off and hit the fog, where they actually turn into like almost a fireworks-like effect as it hits the reflective fog.
Does Jack explode?
It's
For
cool.
variety's sake?
Woohoo! Fireworks. John, are you standing very still or are you frozen? You're frozen.
Nope. He's very still.
I'm still sitting down.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Hi, how's it going? Yeah. Okay. So that was Belial Guard's Fenmir's turn.
I just want to double check though. Did I take any damage?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Fenmir, you with this look on her face, effing robots as she goes. Hey, Quasi, I'm going to use your math skills. Ready?
Sure.
18 plus 18 plus 20 plus 18 plus 10.
April.
Okay. And you literally see her fly into the first guard, grab it, rip it apart at its chest, grab its robotic head, smash it into the one beside her, and both of them just basically crumble into the ground beside her.
Now, what is it that she said as she flew towards them?
Effing robots.
Oh.
And it's now Obscurity's turn. And this Obscurity would whisper to, well, Jason's, or not Jason. Preacher's not there beside her now because he got teleported. She'd whisper to Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Random lizard person appears out of nowhere and then vanishes. She'd whisper to Bill. Why is she saying the robots?
They're not robots?
I don't know. Are they?
Oh, I would assume so. I blew one arm's off.
Oh, so that means they have to be able to communicate to something.
Yeah? Like anything else?
No
Cool.
idea.
I know what I can do. I mean, she is whispering it, so...
I'm not whispering.
But he's not whispering it, so you could hear him. Yeah. And then she rolled a 19, and you see the next four Belial guards in front of her sort of start moving in erratic ways. And they're not aiming that well. And that's the end of the initiative round. At this point, by the way, Sam... well, never mind, he was teleported out. Okay. Scratch. Back to you.
I'm gonna teleport into the hallway, like where the T was before we came down this hallway.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Sonic Blast everything.
Okay. Am I safe to assume that you're holding your hammer in one hand as you do so?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I grabbed my hammer.
Okay. So you guys would see Scratch just vanish again. And yeah, go ahead and make your roll. I'm
18.
assuming you're doing multi-attack on everything.
I did not hear that.
Multi-attack on everything in the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you rolled an 18. Okay. That is 3 columns. Okay.
And Jack falls down dead.
Yeah, that was going to be the next problem. So you guys would hear the nails on a chalkboard noise again.
No, this is different.
Okay,
Her
sorry,
Sonic
describe it.
is like a cat scream.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I've never heard that before in my life with all the cats I've owned.
Yeah.
So you guys would hear like this sort of cat screaming, the "Rah!" sort of noise as it's erupting down the hallway, and echoing and harmonizing through the robots as it does so. And each one that it hits seems to explode violently. So there's that. Fenrir gets caught in the explosions.
I'm standing on a robot's hands.
You're standing on a robot's hands. You can't really parry that. Plus, there's that sonic yell coming at you, Mr. I've got heightened hearing.
Yeah, it's okay.
What's your total physical?
Me?
Yeah, you.
11.
Oh, good. Hey, Trevor.
Uh-huh.
You take 9 more health.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
The good thing is he's got regeneration on.
Yeah, does that
Yeah.
kick in?
Yeah, it does kick in. You get to make a regeneration attempt against that. What's your rank again? 6?
It's a rank of 5.
Oh, 5? Oh, right.
5 is the highest I can make
17
it.
or better. Yep.
How much or better?
17 or better.
Cool. So I'm down to... I am missing...
Your eardrums, apparently.
16 health, by the way. That is a 10.
John? Oh, you're very still.
Yeah, he's very internet issues today.
Very internet issues.
Hey, John.
Now he's back.
I guess as my reflex reaction for this round, I heal the deaf, dumb, blind person.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see what his second roll was.
$17?
Oh,
Okay, so you do get some of that back. You
I'm
get
down.
2 of that back.
Cool. So now I'm only down 14.
Okay.
I'm still reflexively healing.
Hold on, I'm still doing all the damage. Sandbag, total physical.
Oh,
Total physical is 10.
Good news is the concussive portion of tonight's show you would be able to absorb. The non-concussive portion of tonight's show you might get to deflect.
Cool. Do I get to absorb it because of the helmet?
No, you get it because it's the force of
because
the
of-
explosions,
Gotcha.
and you've got energy absorption kinetics.
Gotcha.
So you take, what's your energy absorption?
And net energy absorption, it's not energy, it's only kinetic.
Yeah, but what
7.
is the absorption rank? 7.
7 is on
Okay,
the
so
stick.
you absorb all 7 damage of the explosive force.
Now, just to double check,
And
the helmet has protected senses 10. That would not factor into this at all?
it's going to protect your hearing. Yes.
Okay.
It's not going to. She has her sonics. It's not just a loud noise. It's a loud noise that does physical damage to things.
Oh, there.
Okay. I just need you to roll your deflect. I can take that into account.
So deflect rank is 13. I rolled a 19.
Okay. Okay. You deflect 2 points of it off. You do take another 7 points of damage from the sonics.
So my 19 didn't really affect that much?
Doesn't explode. It deflected 2 ranks. You would have taken 9.
So I take 7 points of health. Yeah, 7 points of health.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you take 7 points of health. Yes. And that's the attacks would end. You guys would also see Femir. She got hit by the force of the explosions, and it looked like she's not doing too good either. She hits the ground in a bloody mess. So you see 3 people severely damaged, two of which Lepley.
John,
Yep.
you're missing one person.
Who?
Clyde.
No. I'm not missing Clyde at all. He exploded as well in the thing. I just didn't fully describe it. Sorry about that. So you'd see the big explosion. You'd see each of the Belial guards exploding, and Clyde himself would like look backwards, and his body explodes as well, along with all of the others.
So, by the way, I did take all of my health as damage. I rolled my resolution roll already, and I rolled a 6. My rank is 8.
Okay. Yeah. So you are still standing, and you will be standing for up to 5 combat turns. Cool.
Okay, so is everyone in the hallway gone now?
Yeah. This huge explosion just literally rolls down the hallway. You're watching it. You see like a spurt of blood as it hits Fenrir. You see the ground in a bloody mess. Bumrush, as your character would know him. You would see sandbags sort of get knocked forward as some of the explosion sort of seems to stop as it hits him, and he acts as more of a barrier, stopping it from getting any farther room than where he was standing. So Bill is not affected, and is preacher, paladin. Well, the end obscurity is not affected either.
Okay, is there anyone coming from the other direction now? Because I still have 2 more attacks.
You do hear people coming from the other way, yes, but they're not there yet. It sounds like they're a ways off. It does sound like more guards are approaching.
Okay, then I teleport back into the room.
Okay.
Where are we supposed to be going to save the world?
Well, everywhere.
Okay, so before we continue this conversation, Quasi, reflexive healing roll. Who are you targeting?
I think Quasi froze. Yeah, it looks like he froze.
Huh.
Who knew? It's funny. It always seems like he freezes in the same position too.
He's a very skilled citizen.
Oh, now he dropped.
Like
Looks
Tom
like he's
from
relaunching
MySpace
again.
almost.
What was that?
Hey,
Looks
Jack.
like Tom from MySpace almost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I rolled a 39 for the healing roll on you. So how much total damage have you taken?
14.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns.
His god must approve of this mission. He's been rolling very well with the heal rolls tonight.
Right? Trevor, you get 10 of those back.
Woo! We went from -5 to +5.
Woohoo!
Where am I in the room?
So Belial had been standing before he was banished.
Well, that's better than the response I was expecting of, oh, here, there, there.
No. That seems to be Femir. She's not doing so good. You see, like, her arm is over on one side, and her other arm's on another side of the room, and her torso seems to be together, But I mean, yeah, you don't see that. Everyone else does. You do hear one less heartbeat in the room, though.
Oh, and my stance is dropped, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, your stance is completely out as soon as you blued up. Okay, so that's the end of the combat for now. Now you guys can have your discussion.
So just to double check, 5 turns would be 20 seconds, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh no, you live, buddy.
Okay. I made your reflex reaction roll to heal Mongoose, and I rolled a 39 for you, so he's back up to almost full, it seems. So yeah, go ahead and make one healing roll, and I'll apply it to everybody.
14.
Okay. And are you doing a special healing roll for Fenrir or not?
Let's see. Fenrir is a vampire. Do I know what vampires need as far as healing?
Well, she said that she's specifically an ability vampire. You probably assume that she needs an ability.
He's gonna feed on somebody or something.
Yep.
We could opt to give her one of the people in here. Or maybe we can give her one of Shard's abilities, since we already know he has his abilities, at least that we know of, in the present.
See, again, it already happened.
Exactly.
I'm winning people over.
And look at that, he's already passed out, and I pass out as well.
You know what?
14.
Yeah, but we haven't decided how much we've healed yet, so I'm technically passed out.
I don't know.
It's a power nap.
Yep. So,
There are more people coming. We need to leave.
Back to Shard then? Should we take her with us?
We should.
Obscurity would say, "You guys go. I'll take care of her."
Okay. Metal Gear.
It's more important that you guys get out of here.
All right.
Remember, don't touch her.
Oh, I won't. I'll be throwing people at her.
Metal Gear.
Yes.
Having defeated the first wave of foes, where do our intrepid banded heroes find the arsenic to inject the countermeasures?
After the first wave of Belial guards is deftly thwarted by the cat with the hammer and the boots, the group reconvenes in the small room.
You're gonna have to repeat that because your audio is breaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
everything
reconvene in
you
the
said
small
was
room.
breaking up. Everything after the cat versus the first wave broke up. So we don't know anything that you said after that.
I heard that the group reconvenes in the small
Okay.
room.
So there we
Every
go.
time he
Oh,
tries to
So after the cat with the hammer and the boots, the first. How about now? Better?
Yes.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the cat with the hammer and the boots destroyed the first wave of the Belial guards. The intrepid heroes reconvene in the small room with the crystal giant, who opens a portal for them down into the labyrinth of the headquarters that they were at to find the secret trove of arsenic.
Okay. So then, just to double check, how much would I heal with the healing roll that Quasi did?
you would get 7 back.
Okay.
And
Do I get
Trevor,
any more back?
you'd get 7 back as well.
Woohoo! Also, did I hear what Malgear told him?
No, not at all, because that would have been happening as he was doing his healing.
Okay, but that time I didn't hear it.
No, because you were still recovering.
Gotcha.
Hey, Scratch. Can we reconvene in the room that Shad's in?
Sure. Come touch me.
Well,
There's got to be a
that's
better way of saying
acceptable.
that. And then I
That's
put my hand on your shoulder.
how Scratch would say it.
Yep.
So after they all come close and touch me, then we pop to Shard.
I walk the 20 feet down the hallway, and then I make the right into the door that we came through.
Yeah.
Was that close?
It was just
Some
down the
comic
hall.
books. Oh, hi.
All right. So, is there a labyrinth down below?
Yeah.
So now would probably be a good place to stop since his internet is on its last leg.
Right?
And it's 11
Right.
o'clock.
Yeah. So, hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
just time for you to sign off.
Great. So I wanna do a quick thanks to Endearing Films and to Four Eyes Ales and Goth Mom. We're gonna go ahead and end it here for tonight because it seems like my internet has given me the big middle finger.
Yep.
So we will see you guys next week. Dragon Gem, if you would love to join us next week, we'd love to have
Sure will.
you. Woohoo! So you heard it from her. We'll see her next week. Fortune favors the board on Thursday. Tomorrow is Council of 10. We'll see you guys there for that. Otherwise, we'll see you Sunday.
All right.
Sunday.